2025. You'd think they'd have a flat screen TV on the cart.
Yeah.
Did you read the chapter, the first chapter?
Like a safety. It's the first day, dude. They don't make you don't read anything beforehand. It's like syllabus and whatever.
I picked up some buzzwords watching TV. What's your market cap, Poindexter?
6.
Pretty low.
Is this macro or microeconomics?
Both.
It's both?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So just economics.
Just economics then.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get a little, then we'll get, larger.
But
who do you guys like on the Dow Jones today?
It's a bull market, bro.
Okay. I could work with that.
Well, we need to be bulls in the China shop, if you know what I mean here. We should always be closing. Let's do this.
I think we should be buying Tylenol, right?
We should be focusing.
Know,
I've already read the first 2 chapters. You 2 are already behind, and it's the first week.
No, I picked up all that lingo, dude.
You know how much money I had to pay extra to get you 2 in here? Let's just say your backgrounds
Well,
weren't very
this is my first day of economics class, but I bet it was 3 times as much as one person.
4, but we'll go there. I'm learning.
It was 4 times as much?
Yeah. And Crun, don't be asking the teacher how many fucking smoke breaks we get.
Are these airplane rules? Are they charging me twice because I'm taking up 2 seats?
I took care of it. Why are you worried? You're here.
The lit cigarette in my hand means this is a smoking class.
It says no smoking literally right there.
It does not say no smoking in any classroom in America, dude.
Don't set the fire alarms off
It said tobacco-free campus inside and out.
Where'd you read that?
He got you on that one.
I saw it when I was smoking a J in the bathroom.
Where are all the chicks in there?
And I didn't wash my hands because I want to. It was like grape flavored. So you see me over here.
So good.
Yeah, you lick. If I'm licking, I didn't want to wash that off and get fucking cherry chemical.
Is that my Trapper Keeper, Kron?
You brought a Trapper Keeper?
No, that is mine, and you have it on your desk.
Nah, it's mine. First rule of business, dude. Asset acquisition.
All right, that is in chapter 2. You know what? I'm not going to get angry. I am going to kick your fucking ass when we get out of there.
Mergers and acquisitions. Now it's my Trapper Keeper.
See, that's business, Dan. That's how business works, dude.
You just got yanked, dude.
I don't care. I was getting out of the Trapper Keeper game anyway.
It's pretty cool, though.
All right, this is night school and the sun has gone down, Dan. What time were we supposed to be here? Because...
All right, it's 8. 8. Night school, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did
settle down. All right, everybody, settle down.
Who's this fucking guy?
All right, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. Barakowski. I am the substitute teacher for your night business school class.
On night 1.
Yeah, I got a text to come in. Mr. Lowe apparently, got stabbed in the chest with a screwdriver or something, some kind of freak accident. He wasn't able to make it, so I'm taking over for the time being.
I can't wait to meet Mr. Lowe.
I'm gonna do my best. I haven't really reviewed any of the material for the course yet. This has happened pretty recently, so I apologize. But let's jump right in. Let's just get into it. Business ethics. Let's just jump right in there, okay? Let's kind of review some ethical questions. For instance, like, would it be ethical for you as a business to pay someone below the minimum wage, for instance?
Certainly.
Yes, you, sir.
Certainly.
Ethically, how so? How is that ethical?
You're saving money for the business, I pay him less. I got more money for 2-ply toilet paper for the customers.
Sure. I think what you've described is greed, not ethics. Let's look at it from a different point of view.
Excuse me, Mr. Balzacki.
Yeah. Barakowski, yes, sir.
He stole my Trapper Keeper earlier.
Okay. How old are you all? I'm sorry.
Old enough. Doesn't seem relevant.
kind of question is
I'm
that?
sorry,
dude?
I guess what I'm saying is this is, it's night business school. We're not in middle school here. I'm sure you can work this out amongst yourselves.
All right.
Did you really need to get the brand new substitute teacher within the first 5 minutes of class involved because someone's taken your trapper keeper?
All right. Sorry, Dr. Ethics. I thought this was a teaching opportunity.
Yeah, you're the teacher.
You know what? From an ethical point of view, is theft ever ethical? Well, I guess we can ask that.
Ask the starving man.
There you go. Is it ethical to steal bread to feed your family, right?
Yeah, maybe my job, I get paid below minimum wage.
You know what, Bones? I'll agree to Mr. Balzacchi's terms. Eat the Trapper Keeper.
No, there's three surfaces on the Trapper Keeper. We can each customize it however we want. I know that's all we're thinking. All
Mr.
right?
Balkowski.
I'm not taking the small little flap.
This is going to be all night. just so you know.
Balzacchi.
Okay. All right. You know what? I think we've got off already. We're off the rails. We've gone to places we don't really need to. Let's see. I just want to make a good impression here. This is my first substitute teaching gig. I really want to be asked back because I need this job. Speaking of needing money, yes, you.
I have a suggestion. Now, I don't want to give away my age, but it's been a few decades since I last went to school. Perfectly good television right over here. And I'm just going back to my days of being a subbed. Not a sub. I'm a
Being
dom.
subbed?
I'm a dom.
All right.
But having been subbed in school,
Does that mean bottom or top?
I just relate to that.
It means Bones was a bottom.
Oh, okay.
Power
Okay.
bottom. God damn it.
I think I see what you're saying here. You know what?
Maybe
Look,
some sort
normally
of
I would never just put on a movie, especially in the very first class, but I'll be honest, I just got the call. I haven't even looked at this textbook. I'm okay to put on a movie, but you know what? You guys are paying for this class. I don't want to, rob you of an educational opportunity. I mean, how does the class feel about that?
I think night one, we ease in, we put the movie on, we have a few cigarettes, we open a few beers.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep licking my grape-flavored fingers.
Okay. I haven't seen a VCR in about 15 years. I don't even. Let me see if I can find a tape here. See if there's anything that we can actually.
Oh, there's one in the Trapper Keeper.
Oh, you guys brought a movie?
Yeah, this first rule of business, dude. Be prepared.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I don't see any others. So what are we watching?
Oh, this week on 5 Day Rentals, Substitute 2. School's out. Well, hello and welcome to Season 3, Part 2 of 5 Day Rentals, the video store podcast. We're rebooting. We're getting back to the store. But you gotta start with the fundamentals. And you gotta start with your bros. My name is Bones, and I'm joined, as always, by two dudes who always forget to cut the eye holes in their hoodies. Kron and Onion Dan, how are you?
Never better. I just wear mine the right way. There's already a built-in, it's like a whole face hole.
It's one eye hole. Yeah. Dan, how about you?
Howdy, 5D Army. Can we not do onion, Dan? It's laundry, Dan.
If you don't want to do it, I'll go back to Onion Dan. You want me to retake the whole thing?
I don't want you to go back to Onion Dan. I want you not to do Onion Dan.
Hello and welcome to 5 Day Rentals, the video store podcast. It is Season 3, Part 2, the reboot. My name is Bones, and I'm joined
I don't
as
wear
always
hoodies.
by...
Ever? What do you wear in the winter, dude?
I jacket.
Well, what about when you're just hanging out of the house? You don't own a hoodie?
He owns a hoodie.
I don't wear shirts.
He has
at my
more
house, dude.
hoodies.
It's
He
my
has more
house.
hoodies than you and I combined.
That's prop. No.
You-
No.
You at
I
least-
think Kron
okay.
has
You
more
have
hoodies than all
You have
of us.
more
How
hoodies than
many-
he has women's jackets.
Be honest, how many hoodies do you
No,
own?
no. I think Kron has more women's jackets that
I
he
have-
wears.
I have one woman's jacket that's actually a man's jacket that you guys call a woman's jacket.
Edit that to say he has a woman's jacket
As
that
a
he
cl-
wears often.
That's the
Damn.
cleanest cut jacket I've ever seen.
Dan, how many hoodies do you own? Be honest.
At break, I'll go count.
I think I have 3.
What do you count? Is a zip up still
Yes.
a hoodie?
Yeah, if it's a cotton hooded item.
Don't limit it to cotton.
Okay.
Lord knows what fibers are in all of those band hoodies that he's got.
If it's a polyester blend, that counts.
Yeah.
You guys hating on me because I have hoodies. You know,
You denied that you...
I want to know
It's
Kron's
fine.
number before I expose my number.
I have
I don't want to talk about hoodies. I want to talk about Substitute 2.
I have one gray one, one purple one, and one from Canon Films.
Wow.
Not from. Somebody just put the logo on there.
Professional, ally, and a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
You got it all covered. All right,
That's it.
guys.
3?
Yeah, how many do you need?
Yeah, you're so poor, dude.
You need as many as there are Treat Williams substitute movies.
Yeah.
6.
Had you guys seen this before?
No.
I hadn't seen part 1 when we covered that, so I had not seen this either.
Pretty good, huh?
I don't remember it if I did or not, so I'll say no.
It's a lot of part 1 over again.
It's a soft reboot.
It's kind of the same movie when you get down to it.
It's Force Awakens
Okay. How many years are
with a better
between
ending.
1 and 2?
4? Wait,
Yeah,
90,
that's-
95, 96 was the first one? It's
It
been like
doesn't.
2 years since we covered it.
It didn't feel like enough time had elapsed to essentially make the same movie over again.
I know it doesn't feel like 1998. It feels more like 1993
96.
was the first one.
Yeah.
And 98 is the second?
Yeah.
Wow. First one's still on the video shelf, dude. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
That's where it made all its money, dude.
And it probably got rented a lot the week this came out. Because people
Oh,
are
shit,
like,
double
oh, shit,
feature.
I can't watch 2 without watching the first one.
mm-hmm.
And then they're really confused. Who's this Joey 6? It's not my Joey 6.
All right, Bones, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut right
Whoa,
in here.
what the
I'm
hell?
taking over in this episode. That's right. Substitute host for the Substitute 2. School's out.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, gents. Let me get my notes here ready.
This fucking extraordinary director himself, Brantley.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Been too long. Been too long.
I'm happy to be back on the pod, guys. Thank you for having me.
Always
always
good
a
to see
pleasure.
you here.
Oh, Brantley, we forgot to announce what this category is called.
Oh, yes. Let's do it. Let me see if I remember because I don't have it in front of me. Do you want me to try to butcher it or do you just want to tell them what it is?
This is 5 Day Rentals, baby. Butcher away.
Okay. Believe it, the category is called How Treat It Is to Be Subbed by You. Do I get that correct?
Perfect.
Wow.
Oh, nice. That's right. I'm here on the first leg of the Substitute 2 sequel run, talking about the very first introduction of Treat Williams into the Substitute franchise.
Can just
Gentlemen.
picture Bones sitting in his house listening to an FM radio, waiting for that title to come to him.
Whatever happened is just 2-word categories. With you
I
two.
like it. I like the category name.
It's a good name, yes, but
There was some confusion about what that meant. Was that mean we're being subbed by Treat Williams, or are we forcing others to be subbed by us, by some of the other hosts who were discussing it with Bones in a forum? How do you guys feel? If you hear how treat it is to be subbed by you, what does that make you think? You're being subbed, or you're having someone subbed by you?
I feel like I'm being treated because someone is subbing for me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's how I read it too. So I'm glad we're all on board with that.
Oh, well, shit, all these star Treat Williams, too.
Weird.
Nailed it. Gentlemen, let's get right into this movie here. Right? We've gotten all the business out of the way. I didn't forget anything.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's do it. All right. We start with the live entertainment logo and a thumping beat, which leads us into a Dynamo Entertainment production card for our title, The Substitute 2, School's Out, reveals itself on screen. And then we're treated to quite possibly the worst chalkboard background ever that our opening credits come on to. I didn't hate it at first, but then when it freeze framed with all these wacky fucking eraser lines on it, it looked pretty janky. I don't know what you guys felt.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't have the names and just erase them as we went. But it was like, yeah, we just went whoop,
Yep.
whoop, whoop, and that was it.
Okay, you learn the computer.
I guess.
Yeah, I got to admit
98,
it's a
not that
budgetary.
hard.
I guess I thought that the visuals matched the terrible cover of School's Out that was playing. So it kind of all worked together to create a
Nothing is outshining anything else.
sort of feeling
No.
of
Yeah.
deep dread in my heart.
Dread? Damn.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dan, that's a good point. It could have just been a big board, and you panned left to right, and then you had different hands come up and write the names in chalk,
Yep.
or like a kid tag one, and then
yeah,
like
that'd be
somebody
Mhm.
scratching in with a knife or something, like
Throwing a yo-yo at it. And
Mhm.
I mean, I think that requires a level of interest and care that I don't know the rest of this production received. So, not to shit too much on this movie right out the gate, but anyway, that's our opening credit scene. Next, we get some shots of the city to set the scene for what is possibly the slowest city street chase in the history of filmmaking, as a red sports car is trying to get away from this gray Chevy and these two carjackers wearing backwards gray hoodies with holes cut in for their eyes, who are trying to get her to stop so they can steal this young woman's red sports car.
Well, the sports
Sorry, go ahead.
car is a Porsche, right?
Is it? I could not tell. I couldn't tell.
I thought it was a Porsche.
It's a 911.
And
It is a
it's-
911? Okay.
If you're trying to outrun a Buick or whatever, just have you tried putting your foot on the gas pedal? I mean, you could.
she may not be wise to that there's different gears. She could just be in first gear.
Maybe.
I mean, was anyone else thrown off by how slow this chase seemed?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
was.
I would say 5 miles an hour faster than the cars in Black Roses going down the street that they
Hey,
rented for the hour and a half.
They were contractually obligated to keep those under 11, dude.
Yeah, and not only that is it super slow, the streets are just eerily empty.
Mm-hmm.
There's one guy around.
Also, why ruin all your hoodies? I mean, how much is a ski mask $5 at the time that you could have.
Fair point.
I was really hoping their like gang name would be like Crisscross or something because they wore them backwards. I was like,
we'll get to the name of their gang, which you're right, for a 98 movie feels very 93 or even earlier. Because once she pulls her Porsche over, now that I realize it is a Porsche, a middle-aged guy on the sidewalk tries to de-escalate the situation as these two carjackers get out and are trying to take her car. But he then tries to run away, and when she does, they turn to shoot her, and our middle-aged man tries to like get the guns out of the way and knock them out of our carjacker's hands, but they shoot and kill him when they do. And the two carjackers refer to the man as Thomason, so we learn his name is Thomason, and we will soon come to realize that he is Randall Thomason. Superman Teach is shouted as they drive away with both cars, and a bystander, the aforementioned one guy on the street, calls the police.
Teach is such a weird choice. They should have like danced and snapped away after they said that. It feels like a 1950s
Jets sort of response.
Yes, exactly. And during this scene, I should mention, they do mention the name of their gang, which is the Brotherhood. Did anyone else get a weird, icky feeling when they called themselves the Brotherhood?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like we're taking it back. We're taking some ownership back. Like the whole hood, eye hole thing was a little tough. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole setup for this gang with the eye holes in a hood and calling themselves the Brotherhood was a little right off the bat, and you just kind of had to roll with it. Like a lot in this movie, I feel like.
And they, forgive me if you said this, they take his money clip,
yes,
which says special forces on it, and then you're confused because you go, this is the most vanilla person ever. How am I supposed to believe that he's special forces? And then when we meet our hero of the movie, you realize, like, oh no, we actually needed to find somebody more square than the hero of the movie to slightly heighten him into believability.
I thought,
yeah.
Well, there was a part of me that until they said Thomason, I was like, oh shit, is this like, because I was like, this guy's going to die, but I was almost thinking, did they recast like substitute one? Like, is this supposed to be the same character?
Oh, like this was Shale from the first one? Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Behringer.
No, it's just some other dude.
We all look the same to you, don't we, Dan? We all look the same to you.
Unfucking believable.
All special forces
all the same.
Just look the same to me. Yeah, I was like, this fucking guy didn't even put the scar like on. Like, terrible casting here.
Yeah. Give him a high and tight or something.
Makes more sense now. I gotta go. I gotta watch this movie over again. I might have to change my rating. It might come up to a 1.
TMN 2 levels.
So, gentlemen, we cut to a military funeral now for Randall Thomason. The American flag gets folded and handed to Randall's daughter, Anya. She's comforted by Cara, a fellow teacher at Winthrop. I should say a teacher at Winthrop. Anya is a student. And
Anya.
Winthrop is the high school that they go to.
Thomason, Anya, Taylor, Joy, Thomason, the witch. We got some inspiration here. One of your own,
Quite
Brantley.
possibly. Maybe.
You think
what does one of your own mean? I don't understand what
White
you mean.
guys.
Special forces.
White guys.
Oh, white guys. Okay, gotcha. All right, thank you.
No, he's from your neck of the woods up there.
Oh, you're talking about Treat.
No, Eggers.
Oh, Eggers. Yeah. Sorry.
Is Treat from your neck of the woods?
Well, he's born in Connecticut, but he did live in both Utah and Vermont when he died. So he was like living in Vermont for a while.
Whoa.
But you're right. Robert Eggers is from New Hampshire. Yeah,
Ah, that's the dream. Vermont in the summer, Utah in the winter.
I think so. Yeah, my guess is that's what they did. And I read up on Treat. He has his pilot license, and he's had it since he was 21. So he owns a number of planes, and he would fly the family between Utah and Manchester Center, Vermont, where he was living.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he was a regular John Travolta in that sense, I guess. Anyway, Anya's also comforted by Danny, another fellow student, who tells her if she ever needs to talk or anything, he's around.
Josh Hartnett
Now-
doing his best French Stewart impression.
That's a good description of this guy, whose name is... I got it here. Hang on. Eduardo Ballerini is his name, the actor. And he would eventually go on to be in Boardwalk Empire a while after this. So he did keep acting. Yeah. And wait, did you just call him Josh Hartnett doing his best?
French Stewart.
French Stewart? He was... Oh, man. Oh, sorry. I got it mixed up. I thought he was in a movie with Josh Hartnett, and then I realized it was Freddie Prinze Jr. So I mixed that up. My apologies.
It happens all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. All these actors look alike. Then
That's how
Anya's
Dan sees
uncle.
white guys.
God, come on,
Exactly.
guys. If there's
on-
if there's one to hate, it's them. Okay.
It's the one group you can think they all look alike is
Yeah.
middle-aged white guys or just white guys in general. Wasn't there a funny like meme or something where it was like bearded hipster gets angry at his image being used in a magazine or something, and he realized it was a different bearded hipster who looked just like him or something like that?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Are hipsters
anyway.
still a thing?
I don't know. I feel like it's just like they just start calling groups of people different names or whatever, and I don't think they really use hipster anymore, do they?
You don't ever go to like a Mumford and Sons show, Dan?
No.
They still got to be out there.
Probably.
When
Why would they
everybody's
be
a hipster, nobody is.
That's true. Yeah, then it's just, culture at large.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Now you're either a Swiftie or you suck.
I guess I'm sucking.
Yeah. We all suck then, dude.
Yeah.
My daughter, I love her. She's not quite 8 yet, but she's been hounding us about wanting to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Thankfully, we can be like, oh, she doesn't have any concerts planned. Sorry, kiddo, nothing I can do. But it's like, once she does have a new tour, it's going to be like, oh my God. Because there's no fucking way I'm paying these prices for my daughter to go see Taylor Swift in concert.
You're not
No
going to
way.
lay down $1,100 for nosebleed seats, Brantley?
God, no.
Just max out that
I'd probably be
credit
lucky
card.
to get that. Ay. Anyway.
Take her
Sorry.
to Europe. It's cheaper.
I was just going to say, it probably would be, cheaper to go out of the country and get tickets to, I don't know, like a fucking Ibiza concert or something.
I got a buddy, his friend, she went to Germany to see her because she couldn't get tickets here. I was like, that's
Makes
insane.
sense.
You know,
Yeah.
you could go to Germany and see like another culture and experience life, but
I don't know. I just want to follow the world's most successful pop star to another country with a longer culture and historical artifacts than ours, and then just fly right home.
yeah.
I will say we were
Don't want to
talking.
miss any work. I got to make up paying all this fucking concert back,
Complain about how your Coca-Cola doesn't have any ice in it and
Everybody smokes.
fly home angry.
God damn.
I
God damn, do they
I
all
just say-
smoke? It's fucking wild, man.
And then they're so fucking rude. I tried to say hi and order in their language, and they just go, English, just speak English, or whatever. And, then I feel like I'm the asshole, trying to be nice, trying to be when in Rome,
Rome, this is Germany.
This is Berlin. What are you talking about?
Rome's that way.
Stupid American. Anyway, guys, then Anya turns and sees her uncle Carl, who's shown up, and we're introduced to our protagonist, played by the aforementioned Treat Williams.
Looking great as always.
Yeah, just trim. I mean, honestly, for a 46-year-old guy, because this is probably filmed in 87, right? Or 97, excuse me. They could have fooled me if you said it was filmed in 87.
They shelved this one for a while.
Very little in the movie that indicates 98.
Yeah. He does look pretty good. Hey, for a 46-year-old in the 90s, I mean, who had addiction problems himself when he was younger, I actually do think he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Just looking like a man who they took to a Burlington coat factory and were like, get whatever you want.
Go wild.
Please. Yep. And he did.
And I know I'm getting old because I thought all his clothes looked comfy as hell.
Those pleated khakis with so much room in the thighs. Oh, there you go. Bring it back.
Yeah, once I start tucking in my shirt on a day off, I'm toast, dude.
Just kill
Comes
you.
for us all. You just want that comfort once you get to a certain age, you know?
You never know. You got to be ready.
Mm-hmm. Anya and Carl, they talk and catch up after the funeral, and Anya mentions her father's code: negotiate, don't initiate. She eventually breaks down to Carl, wondering why her dad died. But Carl is still alive and mentions that Randall. Sorry, I'm kind of reading my own notes poorly here. But she wonders like why her dad died, but Carl is still alive. Like very like, woe is me, you suck compared to my dad kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And she mentions that Randall had been teaching her karate. So gentlemen, keep that in mind for later in the film. So a little Chekhov's karate mention here. Okay, we're gonna plant that seed in Act 1. Next, Carl is walking down the sidewalk and attempts to comfort a young woman who's seemingly being harassed by 3 teenagers from the high school. When he does try to comfort her, she walks off quickly, and Carl continues his stroll when a car pulls up on him with 4 high schoolers in it, including those same 3 that were just harassing the young woman. They exchange some quips, but are cut short when a police cruiser pulls up behind their vehicle. They then drive off, or so we think, because after that cruiser is out of sight, the car of teenagers gets thrown into reverse, and it comes back towards Carl, this time with all 4 members of the car with their hoodies up, their eye holes cut out, and one of them pulls a gun on him. Carl does the sickest middle-aged man somersault to dodge the bullets that are fired at him, and he pops up out of the somersault right next to the vehicle where he like breaks this dude's arm, and the gunman drops the gun and the sedan speeds off. Guys, this is our first introduction to Carl's skills and the sick slow-mo that may come back into this movie later on. Mm-hmm. What'd you think of this first little action taste?
I mean, it would have been good if he did like 3 somersaults in a row, if he was just rolling down that sidewalk. Sonic the Hedgehog style.
He went too far and stood up in front of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I was shocked that it was a somersault move. Not just like a dive out of the way, but like some Special Forces somersault move, apparently.
Well, you got to make up the ground, dude. I mean, you got to close in.
And I guess he is making his body small, avoiding those bullets, in the somersault form.
The first of 3 times he's active in this movie.
Yes, good point.
It's because he uses his mind, Dan.
Oh, doesn't
that
that
say, Bones?
What's that?
So what were you going to say?
I was going to say you couldn't pay me to do a somersault on a carpeted floor right now.
You want to see me do a somersault?
Yeah, you just kind of tuck and roll, dude.
All right. You guys ready?
Oh, all right. Let's see it.
Dean's gonna put a hole in his wall.
Iggy Pop is getting kicked. I see that Stooges record back there. Is that Raw Power?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
That's
shit.
pretty good.
Good job.
Followed up by a jump kick. I think Dan's
And a front
uncle
kick.
also taught him karate.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, Dan. That looks sweet,
That was
man.
a good somersault, dude.
That was.
You guys fucking with me?
No?
No?
No, I'm actually being honest with you. That actually looked good.
In fact, I don't think I'm ever gonna call you Onion Dan again, dude.
You're damn right, dude. I'll be on my way tonight to fuck you up.
You earned your respect this evening.
I don't know. There was a point mid-roll where I thought, like, this dude's rolling perfectly like an onion, having been
That's true. I mean, you did kind of
slightly
look like
rolled,
an onion.
slightly rolled across the floor.
What episode was that?
Fuck,
I don't know. It was one of the
It's
Tales
probably
from the
2
Crypt.
episodes ago, and it feels like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
There was one night where I laid down and the room started spinning, and I was like, I topped off too much of that 4 roses. I think that was that night. And I was like, why are they calling me Onion Dan?
And then an onion dropped out of your hand.
I cut one that day probably, and I was like, all right. I know there was a picture in the group chat of Bones as onions, not as balls, actual onions. I'm sharing too much with you people.
One of the kids in his car, I recognize him as like the kicker from the Water Boy.
Yes.
Is there anything
yes,
else?
That's the act. I don't know the actor's name, but he plays the character Deontay, or Dante, excuse me.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
The actor's name is Lawrence Gilliard Jr. He was in 20 episodes of The Walking Dead.
Oh, nice.
He was in 18 episodes of The Wire.
Oh.
He's also in One Night in Miami. So he's kept working. He's still doing it. He was in The Deuce as well. He was in 25 episodes of that short-lived show.
Gangs of New York is the other thing that I'm thinking of with him.
Let's find out. I was actually realizing that a number of these like teens I have seen in other stuff. Yes, he is in Gangs of New York. He plays Jimmy Spoils. Yep, that was only 4 years after this movie. It feels like it was made 2 decades after this movie.
Well, Scorsese had a real camera and everything, so.
Yeah, that's a
Sorry, Bones. I feel like you were saying
that's
something.
a period piece, and this movie still feels older.
Yes.
The actress that plays Anya, my wife watched this with me, and when she popped up, Sam went, "Ugh, she's in 10 Things I Hate About You."
Is that the sister?
I don't think it's a sister. I think it's one of the, maybe like a bitchy character or something. But like Sam's tone was of like, oh, I hate that girl because I hate her character in a movie. Isn't the sister Alex Mack?
Yeah, that's right.
Might be. I mean, the crazy thing is 10 Things I Hate About You was just the following year in 99.
Yeah.
Again, another movie that feels like it was a decade apart from this one.
And I think she's like 24 in this movie. She's definitely a 20 playing 17, 18.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's the case. She plays a character named Mandela. I do not know if she's the sister or whatever.
She might be one of the chicks interested in Alex Max's dude that she's interested in.
Maybe.
I don't fucking
Yeah,
remember.
and you're right, Bones. She was probably about 23 when this was being filmed. So, yeah. All right. So after the funeral and all that, Carl meets Mr. Six next. Now, this is Joey Six. He's a fellow mercenary who is on the list of available mercenaries, I guess, in New York that Carl can call up to help him. They seem to have a bit of a history. Joey is happy to come on board to help avenge Carl's brother, even though there isn't any money in it for him. So Carl sends Joey off to meet the bystander who called the police during his brother's killing to try to get a little bit more information. Guys, first impressions, Joey 6. Hit me with them.
Oh, we got to talk about the
photo in his wallet?
The photo of Berenger and really just taking care of the fans who are going into this and are uncomfortable with a recast. But goddamn, if we don't hear that Shale and his, teacher lady friend who now probably walks with a limp are now like that Shale has learned the error of his ways and gone from mercenary work to teaching. And what a bummer that in the style of Sniper, when Berenger came back, 4 or 5 movies later, that we still have not gotten Substitute 5 with Tom Berenger as a substitute teacher down in Central America. Give us what we want. But it took me a minute to realize, this is supposed to be Tuco from the first one. And it is absolutely wild how different the characters are. Because in the first one, you remember, Joey was, kind of pissed that there wasn't any money. So I guess we're supposed to take away that, he learned the error of his ways and he knows, you got to do pro bono work every once in a while.
I was going to say, didn't he try to, set him up or something? No, maybe that wasn't him.
No, he's the one who sets up the meet with the potential job to work for the drug cartel. But so going from a very Hispanic presenting Joey 6 in the first one to now a Italian American club, he dresses like he just got out of the club.
Oh, we'll get to it.
Okay.
We will get to how he dresses.
How many mercenaries do you think there are, in America?
Enough to justify a Soldier of Fortune magazine.
I guess that's true.
And apparently a list of who's available and not, in depending on what city you're in,
Kron, I think these days you just kind of label yourself as a mercenary.
Do they just call you? Someone calls you and they're like, "Hey, we're going to Bolivia for war now." I mean, I don't know how that business operates. I guess.
I mean, apparently really well. Isn't BlackRock one of the most profitable companies in existence right now?
Are they? Do they have mercenaries?
Have I stock
is that now what they kind of are?
Yeah, I mean, they're contract security, man.
I thought they just bought everything in the world.
I mean, they're doing that too, but didn't they get their start as private security or essentially a private army that you could pay to do a bunch of shit for you?
That's fucking wild, dude.
They just kind of made their own rules of engagement.
Yeah. And look, I don't want to talk out of school. This is all alleged. I don't want 5-day rentals to be investigated by the government. But it was my understanding that they were, a private security mercenary force.
Fucking count your days, BlackRock, if you come after me.
Actually, Kron, let's take that again. BlackRock is great for America because obviously the military was suffering under Joe Biden, and now under Supreme Leader's leadership, BlackRock will, combined with National Guard and local municipalities, bring back law and order. Thank you. I fixed the escalator, by the way.
I'll be standing at the end of my fucking cul-de-sac, gun in hand, whenever you're ready, BlackRock.
She's so done. They would come up behind you from the house.
Let's fucking see what you got.
It'll be 3 dudes in polos that do not look like they're fucking operators.
It'll take you out at the local Kroger, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even that. You're just going to see a red laser sight on your chest, just like later on in this movie, and it's going to be over, buddy.
Whatever. I'm just floating through life anyway.
All right. So next, Carl meets Anya at a park, where they're cordial, but Anya kind of continues to give him a bunch of shit and says he must hate having to be concerned for someone else now.
Is this the part where she offers him a full-on,
Ham sandwich.
spectacular looking turkey sandwich?
Yes.
She's just holding it too. Like,
She just holds it, and he's like, he thinks about it, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
That's when his training kicked in to keep those carbs from entering his body.
Mm-hmm.
maybe he thought it was. He possibly thought it was poisoned. Like, since
Yeah.
she wasn't eating half of it.
Yeah, you don't eat any meal you don't prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Is that
There you go.
Mercenary 101?
Mm-hmm. You pack your own chute. You make your own meals,
All right.
and you get your own nut. You don't want to be bringing back anything.
How do you retrieve your own nut?
No, I mean you
Pick
create
it up off the ground, dude.
you create your own nut. You just throw some leaves over it.
But what if you're with a lady though?
No, I'm saying you don't get with a lady. You don't want to be
Oh.
bringing anything back. Yeah,
Yeah, location and shit like that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in Saigon comes home from Saigon. You know what I mean?
Oh, we'll find out later in the episode when we meet Johnny. Carl and Joey next meet up over dinner, where Joey fills him in on his talk with the repair shop owner who witnessed the killing of his brother.
Oh, maybe that's why Treat didn't take the sandwich, because he didn't want to spoil his fancy dinner with Joey Six.
There you go.
That
There's
they
lots of salads in this movie.
They spill all of these fucking classified information that they're talking about. But earlier he meets him in like the most deserted fucking like parking garage, whatever the fuck. It looked like he had to walk like 2 miles out of the fucking way to get to this place to meet this guy. And then it's like, yeah, we'll just meet at the restaurant to talk about all the details.
Joey even mentions like nice rendezvous point or whatever when they first meet too.
It looks like where Roddy Piper gets off the train and they live.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, they're eating, I guess, salads. At least Joey's eating a salad in this dinner scene, and salads will play a big part in this movie. But Carl gets the lowdown on the Brotherhood and that they're this gang that's run out of the high school. And Joey wonders if Carl has any ideas about how to get into the school. Okay. That leads us into Carl meeting Kara. This is going to get a little confusing here, guys, because whoever wrote this script kept names very similar. So Carl
They probably
meets
had
Clara.
Brantley, they had a broken key on their typewriter. You can't.
Yes, in '98, this was still written on a typewriter.
It was supposed to be Sarah, but
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, apologies. My cat knocked over my empty can. So we cut to Carl meeting Kara at her beautiful apartment for a meal. Again, I believe of salads primarily, where she tells him that Randall and her were involved for a while 4 or 5 years ago, and then became friends afterwards. Guys, did this throw you for a loop, realizing that Randall and Kara had a thing in the past?
I mean,
I always wanted to be Eskimo brothers.
it gives me hope, you know.
I don't know. I think I would have been uninterested after that fact.
He's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead in the
he's
dirt,
dead.
dude.
And
Doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Carl knows he ain't sticking around, so
Mm-hmm.
this ain't Saigon. He can get
I'll be like,
he can get his wick
like,
wet. He's stateside.
Was it like 6-7 minutes? What do we? What was he doing?
The lovemaking?
Well,
Yeah.
how long has it been since his first one? You know, you knock off the easy one, you chat a little bit, and then you have the real one.
I'm talking about the bro.
Oh, how long has he been in the ground?
As long as he's been cold.
I think a day and a half, maybe 2.
That's
he's
enough
already.
time.
Well, she did say like many years ago, so.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, to be fair.
Well, he's taken
problem with
He's
that.
taken over the family. He might as well, just
I think
move in on the former lover as well.
Fill
I
the
think I'd
void.
be more concerned with her. Be like, what are you trying to get in? Like,
I don't know. It's like a Mrs. Robinson kind of thing,
what's that a reference to?
Wait, yeah, how is this a Mrs. Robinson sort of situation?
Well, because he bangs the mom and the daughter in The Graduate. She's doing two brothers.
Okay, so that just threw me off because it's a totally different familial relationship. I was like, she's not older than him. How does that
It's still a
work?
familial connection
this
between
chick's-
two people.
This chick's already banged their mom and their mom?
Yeah.
What?
She's going for the trifecta.
She's a
in the
freak,
family,
dude.
I guess.
I think if you're banging two people from the same family, you can call that a Mrs. Robinson situation.
Does he bang the daughter in The
I'm sorry,
Graduate?
there's not more two brother lovers movies, Brantley.
There's
I mean, like,
there's that Tobey
a
Maguire
brother
movie.
thing just thinks. Oh, what is it?
I said there was that Tobey Maguire movie, right, with him and Gyllenhaal or whatever.
Yeah, with
Where, like,
Natalie
oh,
Portman.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cry, how did you
I
guess my next category, brother lovers?
But it's like a brother, like taking over and being the lover of his brother's girlfriend or wife or whatever, just makes me think of like royalty, where it's like if one of like, a royal brother dies, like their brother is expected to like marry their spouse and like take over for them and everything.
Good fucking Lord, no. I hope that doesn't happen. Hope that's not a rule in life.
Well, I mean, back then,
yeah, it absolutely. I mean, that's the Oliphant setup in Deadwood. Is he married?
All right.
He married his wife's widow to take care of her and the kid.
He married his
his
wife's
brother's widow.
I'm sorry, his brother's
Whoa.
widow.
His wife's into chicks, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking Deadwood was more progressive than I remember.
Hell yeah, man.
All right. So Carl starts,
I need to watch The
flying
Graduate
Tara-
again. Right, what version did you watch, Karan?
I watched the normal one where the guy sleeps with a lady his age and then her mom. That's what The Graduate is.
It's not as I don't know, kind of lame, right?
That's all right. I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's okay.
I haven't either.
There's no substitute too.
I think you see her boobs for like a second. Like it flashes real quick. You see her
Mrs.
boobs.
Robinson. It's a little Simon
Jesus
and,
loves you more than.
little Simon and Gar.
Mm-hmm.
How much more work is it to say Funkle at that point?
Fair point.
That's where you called it. That's enough.
Completist over here.
Two
I'm
syllables.
fucking
That's enough for me.
Garfunkel. Okay, I'm sorry. Are you happy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So during this dinner, Carl is inquiring about what it would take for him to be a substitute, and he kind of breaks down his list of qualifications, stating that he was a teacher too of sorts, and he teaches people how to defend themselves. Kara tells him, he needs to get a teaching certificate, but that thankfully that should just take a couple days, and then they need to get him into the teaching registry, but that hopefully shouldn't take too long. Presumably, a couple days later, we cut to the school where we see Danny kind of getting harassed by a couple members of the Brotherhood before chatting up Anya briefly and heading inside. And that's when Carl shows up, briefcase in hand, ready for his first day as a substitute teacher.
His first of 3 days as a substitute teacher.
Essentially, yes. Yeah.
Guy's effective.
He's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he
I
showed
don't
up
know.
on Tuesday.
I don't know. His lesson plan about perception was very engrossing. We'll get to that. But anyway, he's going through the hallways, wondering where the registry office is, which I always thought like in schools they're called like, registration or registrar, but he's calling it the registry office. So it was also throwing me for a little bit of a loop here. But he finds a fellow teacher, Warren Drummond, played by B.D. Wong, who shows him the way. He's very friendly, tells him he, is the auto shop teacher, coaches soccer, and is driver's ed, all that stuff. Carl introduces himself by the fake name Frank Barakowski. And BD, well, I'm not going to say BD. Drummond brings him to the registry office, where
Ernie Hudson
where I guess he
punches
gets
through a paddle.
Yes. And we also learned during this conversation that the special students wing that Carl will be teaching at, and that his brother had taught at before, is jokingly referred to as Siberia. And we will see why that's the case in a moment. So Carl starts making his way through the high school. He's getting further and further removed from all the rest of the students and any of the normal classrooms until he's essentially in this separate wing that he has to access through a chain link gate with multiple security guards there who have to let him in, and they wand him. And this is the wing of the high school known as Siberia. There's graffiti all over the place, a bunch of roustabouts, and he finds his way to room 416, the history classroom. And in classic 90s high school film fashion, the teens are all inside being loud and unruly.
Do all the kids pass through that checkpoint? Because like half of them have switchblades and soda pop and boom boxes. Like, seems like it's pretty lax on, how much work they're doing at the checkpoint.
Yeah, for multiple securities, this is also the only time we see security guards in this wing of the high school. They never seem to be here during any other part of the movie, unless I missed it.
Maybe they just lock the kids in once the bell rings and
Marin style.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. Just lock the fucking gates.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So our substitute, he's able to get the teens quieted down, and in some stellar subtextual screenwriting, insinuates back to when 4 members of the class attempted to shoot him from their car. He focuses in on a young man whose arm he broke, but this young man, this we will learn is Keyshawn, states that, quote, he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about, and says he hurt his arm playing basketball. Carl then shows the class his amazing lesson plan, which is a metal yo-yo that he pulls out of his pocket. And he explains to the class how history is all about perception. And he does this while he's doing some sick yo-yo tricks. I was actually honestly a little impressed with Treat doing some of these yo-yo tricks here.
Yeah, there's a few lessons that you learn throughout life. And one of them is you never trust a man who wears a choo-choo train hat. And another one is you never trust a man who carries around a yo-yo.
Can I ask a question about number 1?
Yeah.
Choo-choo hat, like a train engineer hat, or a hat with a choo-choo on it?
No, like a conductor. Train conducting.
Like a blue and white stripes.
Yep, exactly.
What if you were on a train?
Kill him. You're in charge now.
Okay.
I don't think...
And then you put the hat on?
I don't think that they wear that anymore.
And
then you have to defend yourself.
The
from
locomotive
the
church continues on.
Mm-hmm.
Church curse.
What about other railroad workers who aren't conductors, so therefore they don't wear the hats? Can I mess with them?
Can you trust them, or... This is trust. This is a trust issue.
You don't trust the guy in a high vis?
Never trust. I thought it was don't mess with. I'm sorry. I mixed that up. I apologize.
You don't trust them. You never fight a man with a perm. We learned that. You never trust a man who wears a choo-choo. A grown man who wears a choo-choo. If he's a teenager, okay. But A grown man who's wearing a choo-choo train conductor hat. Blue and white crayon striped. Get out of there.
I don't recall Denzel wearing one in Unstoppable.
No,
And he was
Orton Pine.
extremely,
That's why you can trust him.
extremely trustable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Greatest ears in the game, man.
yeah.
That's highest.
All
to
right, so
lowest.
Yeah.
Carl shows the class that while
Pretty good.
today
It's pretty
the
good.
yo-yo is...
I was entertained.
I haven't watched it yet. I can't speak to its quality.
I think you guys like it. It's fun.
All right. While today the yo-yo is some silly little toy, 400 years ago in the Philippines, the yo-yo was a weapon, and he whips the metal yo-yo into the glass bottle, being drunk by one of the Brotherhood gang members, shattering it.
Oddly enough, this
now-
had a theatrical release in the Philippines.
Oh, did it?
Nah, that was a joke.
They don't fucking miss
Oh.
over there, dude.
Damn.
It's a testament to whoever edited this movie because you clock that orange soda from the second he walks in, and every other shot includes it. Just perfect visual filmmaking.
Yes, every shot, it features it, and to the point where you recognize the continuity errors with the amount of liquid in it very quickly.
Yes,
Mhm.
and that
But,
that guy
yeah.
is. I think maybe in a later sequence he's in his chair, and then in the next shot he's up dancing without the orange soda. So
Yeah.
And that is interesting. I don't think I'd call anything in this movie perfect.
wow. Interesting.
So after this classroom scene, we're outside. Some of the members of the Brotherhood who are in the class are now stalking Carl as he's eating his lunch, resting against a statue, and they make a plan to get back at him, but not today. Carl then heads into the teacher's lounge and meets some of his fellow teachers, including Mac Weathers. You all may recognize the actor who plays Mac Weathers. He is named Paul Lazar, and he is probably most recognizable as one of the bug experts from The Silence of the Lambs. Do you guys clock him?
Do you ever go out for cheeseburgers and beer?
Exactly.
I did recognize him, but I couldn't pull what from. So, but now it makes sense that you've said that.
Great look.
Uh,
Great look.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody at this table just looks so sad.
Well, here's where I'll say there is a perfect thing, and that's the perfect casting of every single one of these teachers at this table. Because you are right that they look perfect for these kind of beaten down teachers who have just given up on these students. Mac Drummond comes in and kind of exchanges some words with Weathers there, and pulls Carl aside and tells him not to worry about guys like Weathers. Kara then joins them shortly, and Carl and Kara end up flirting in the hallway, and she makes a date for them later that night at 1900 hours. Guys, was her military flirting here doing anything for you?
What, 7 o'clock? Is that what that is?
Yes.
I believe so.
7 p.m.
You guys would know better than me, coming up in those military families.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like it. It's early enough, to get home by 9. So
It didn't do much for me, but
or 21. Sorry.
the whole thought that she was banging brothers was still top of my head, dude.
You're still good to go with that.
Mhm.
I gotcha. All right. Well, we cut to Anya walking down the sidewalk when Danny pulls up next to her in a new red Ford Mustang. This I did recognize what type of vehicle it was. He offers her a ride, and she hops in with him. We see Carl and Joey Six on a stakeout just after this, checking out one of the Brotherhood vehicles, and they head off to follow them. while also seeing Anya go off with Danny. And they follow him to Willie's repair shop, where several members of the Brotherhood have him hanging by his wrists, firing baseballs at him from an automated machine.
Pretty hardcore, man.
Seemed really, yeah, and unnecessary, right? There's like 20 guys there up against this Willie guy. Like, what? I mean, did they really have to set up a high-speed baseball pitcher at him?
Oh, you
mean,
think
you
they
gotta-
could have got some pitches in?
Yeah, you know, or just get some batting practice on him, you know? It's like, I don't know, sometimes, you know, simplicity is, you know, a little bit, you know, does the trick a little better.
I mean, you got to get used to that though if you're going to be in the majors. So
True.
I don't know.
Uh,
Theatricality and deception are powerful agents. So
Is the Majors the other gang like in the city?
Well, Bones, that's a good point because we will see some theatricality here in a moment as Carl and Joey Six infiltrate the shop and set up a series of, I guess, kind of magnifying glasses that are set up on like a rod, and then they can put like the red laser sight through. So it seems like many snipers are up above, pointing all their lasers perfectly at the Brotherhood members below. In the time that Carl had to set it up and the time that Joey Six reveals himself and makes his presence known, it was a little hard to believe that Treat could set it all up in that time frame.
we've seen his reflexes, though. Guy can manipulate the hell out of a yo-yo and somersault. So
That's true.
you just got to be happy that nobody took a step in any direction.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
He's a hell of a jet ski operator as well.
oh yeah.
So Joey Six makes his presence known to the Brotherhood, and gentlemen, he is wearing a black mesh t-shirt, as I believe Bones mentioned before, looking like he just came from the club.
Right said Fred.
Guys,
Kind of.
yes. Now, speaking of growing up in military families, gentlemen, having grown up in a military family, what is the tactical advantage of this mesh shirt in this type of situation? Can you guys give me any insight there?
Well, Brantley, if you were 3 degrees cooler than everybody in the room, telling me you're not going to have a bit of confidence.
Good point.
Your blood
Should've thought of
doesn't run as quick when you're cool.
Okay.
Also, I think you're probably playing into a little bit of homophobia because when you beat the shit out of the first guy, the rest of the guys might go, "Oh man, I'm not going to chance it," you know.
Good point.
Also, I mean, a mesh shirt, that's just a lot of opportunity to hang multiple things from it. Like, you have a whole chest full of carabiners.
And, you know, to be honest, Goth is in right now, okay?
Goth is back.
I thought
Goth is back.
trad wives were in.
Yeah, but they're marrying goth guys.
You got to keep them fed, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting lugging around these big-ass boots all day.
I don't know why that's really cracking me up.
Oh my God, is that pleather or real leather? It's real leather, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
need to wash before we fuck, okay?
God, I would hope so. If you're wearing leather or pleather for like all day, hope you're fucking washing before you're doing anything. All right, so Joey Six tells them to let Willie go, or his associate with the laser-sighted rifle will shoot them all. And this is where, you know, we get the setup of all the different lasers being pointed at everybody's chest. One of the head gang member here we'll learn is Lil B, I think. He doesn't kind of believe him at first.
the bass
A couple
guy.
guys. Yeah. A couple of them try them. Carl Carl shoots them, kind of proves that, yes, there is someone up there, so don't mess with him. And Joey gets Willie away. We cut to Anya's house where Danny and Anya are making out in her room. But Anya stops him and asks,
"Do you have
what
a
are we
brother?"
doing? Fucking zingers today,
Yeah,
Kron.
I think your algorithm's all screwed up because you're limited on your access there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're really cracking down on what you can watch
Yeah.
in your state. So stepmom got replaced with brother.
You take what you can get, dude.
Yeah.
Lift the band. I'm going crazy over here.
All right. So she says, what are we doing? Danny tries to pressure her to go further, but they break long enough from their makeout session to give some exposition about her Uncle Carl. And right then, Carl comes home, and Danny has to sneak out and drive off in his Mustang. That evening, Joey Six is staking out a car he planted when a couple of the Brotherhood members arrive. He watches them boost the car and then follows them as they drive away. We then cut to Kara's apartment where her and Carl are laying around and drinking. She seems to have a glass of wine. He seems to have a glass of like scotch or whiskey or something. Guys, I have to ask, he's in like sweatpants and a t-shirt. She's still in her like lingerie, but it's sort of just like down over her shoulders. So it's not like hustled or messed up. Do we think they've just had sex? Like, are they post-coitus here, or is this kind of like they're getting to know each other beforehand?
This is post.
You think so?
He's not a guy that sits around in underwear. Like post-sex, he goes and wipes off and he puts on a clean pair of underwear and his pajama bottoms and tucks those in. And like, yeah.
But does she seem like the type who just puts her lingerie back on and doesn't just like, I don't know, like just lay under her sheets with him or like put on like sensible pajamas?
I don't think she took it off. I think she dropped I just think she dropped it down and lifted up, and then he just used that to kind of get a grip and throw her around. I mean, that's what I
You think he did the like pull to the side?
I think this is the top of a lingerie. Like this is like a
She's
there's
Donald
no
Ducking
bottoms.
right now.
well,
Okay.
it may be like a longer, like a slip. I think it's more of a slip than it is lingerie. So this is something she would wear
Interesting.
under a dress. So she's not got any bottoms on.
Oh, talk about
This
a
movie
treat.
just at a 0.5, Dan.
Oh shit, we're up to a 1.
And I think, he's got all his clothes on. She's still a little warm. She did the bulk of the work, I think.
Probably. Yeah.
What, do you think he was just laying there?
You think he was just having a whiskey
Listen,
while she was riding?
You can lay there, but you can still command. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference between being a couch and running an operation, buddy.
All right, baby,
All right.
move a little
But
to
does
the
Carl
left. The
really
Big
seem
Lebowski's
like-
on.
Does Carl really seem like the type to really do a lot of work if she's the one in charge there? I don't know. He's so passive in some scenes with her.
I agree. I think she's been on
With the
him the
brother.
entire time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he's just like, he knows how to read people. That's his trade, right? So let her ride. Let her get it done. Like I know that there's scotch and some egg rolls left, so I'm gonna.
Just don't mess up the hair, baby.
Yeah. Oh, he redid the hair in the bathroom. 'Cause this guy has a comb with
probably.
him.
Yeah, there's a comb in those
Oh.
sweatpants.
For sure. Probably got whatever hair products he carries with him, which I imagine is just like a simple pomade, a classic man like him, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he's complaining about not getting Dapper Dan.
No.
You think he's like LA
I don't want-
looks?
What's that?
You think he's LA looksing it?
I think this is late 90s, I think he went into a Walgreens and there was a display for LA Looks and he just thought, whatever, you know? Or maybe like a younger mercenary on his last job. That's what he was using. And he's like, this is the new hotness stateside. And he's like, you know what? It's flashy packaging. I can see it early in the morning. Like it stands out in my medicine cabinet.
It's got a lot of bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
I've always used the blood of my enemies to do my hair.
My recollection at LA Looks had like a glittery bottle, right? Or like glittery tins.
That must be from your guys' generation. I've never heard of this product before.
You've never heard of LA
I haven't
Looks?
either.
Wow.
No.
I have not either. I don't put any product. Do you guys put any product in your hair? I don't put any in mine.
Yeah, a little Dove. Yeah, there's a little bit in there.
A bird?
Bird shit?
Yeah, it's a Dove, dude. That's what everybody washes with.
Soap?
Yeah.
You put soap in your hair?
No, God damn it. Dove makes a fucking... They make everything.
Oh. Okay.
I got
They
like
make a hair pomade.
I got like a light hold pomade that I'll throw in.
Yeah, you got the California dirt, dude.
I didn't buy anymore.
Oh, yeah, you were trying to sell me on it. It was $20 a fucking little thing.
I tried it out.
Didn't hold me.
It
didn't have enough hold.
Exactly.
It did feel like a pyramid scheme, like sort of multi-level marketing there. The way you were trying to get him to buy into that.
Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, you were like
by these guys.
Well, I mean, the fourth time Dan asked me about it, felt like I had to say something.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was also asking like what your brother thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Carl strikes me as the type of guy who has bought the same pomade from his 80-something-year-old barber for the past, 30 years.
You don't use any product and it's just that?
Yeah, I have very thick hair.
God, I'm so jealous.
I know. I mean, I started going gray early. I started going gray at 22, but yeah, thankfully, hairline and hair thickness has stayed strong.
Oh, hell yeah, mijo.
Who's this?
That's Sam Elliott.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Famous.
I don't think we've met, sir.
Bradley, I actually listened to a podcast that you work for that mentioned a Sam Elliott movie the other day.
Holy shit. Let's talk about that instead.
Oh.
I don't know if I can.
You're going to have to remind me here.
My mouth's too wet to do the anymore. Thank you, Wyatt. You got it. Mouth's got to be a lot drier. Yeah. I don't put any product in my hair. Shocking.
Well, you don't.
Oh,
You
nice.
don't have to.
Yeah. Gravity's doing it for me.
I don't think I can grow my hair long and it goes down like
Plus,
that.
I got these. I use mechanical means of taming.
Okay. The only time I let my hair grow out was in high school once, and it didn't grow down. It just grew out.
That looks
I just grew like a white guy fro, but not really curly. It was just it just grows out because it's just so thick. It doesn't go down.
You should have got it.
I don't think I could have a long ponytail.
You should have got it permed. It's not never a ponytail. What?
Oh, pardon me.
Pigtails.
Dude, you'd never
What am I
fight
teaching
a guy
Taekwondo?
with a perm.
That's what I was going to tell Brantley. Yeah, you should have permed it. Nobody would have ever fought you.
Anyway, all right.
Concrete and leather.
So during their post-coitus discussion, Carl kind of finally opens up to Kara a bit about his brother before getting a call from Joey 6 about the boost and where the Brotherhood members went after. So Carl meets Joey 6 at the high school. They see a box truck back up to the bay doors, and Joey informs Carl that what's left of the car that they boosted is in the truck. They make a plan to come back the next night to investigate instead of that night while they're there, while the car is being unloaded. For what reason, I don't know.
Joey doesn't have the right club gear on. This isn't tactical club gear. This is stealth club gear.
He's covered in glow sticks and shit right now. It'll
No, he
stick
has
out
to
like a
go
sore
to
thumb.
the club. That's why he can't do it right now.
Good point. Good point. I should have thought of that.
How dare you poke holes in this, Brantley?
You're right. This is a fucking well-structured, perfectly crafted film. We're back in the classroom, presumably the next day, where Carl comes in and looks to start class. Keyshawn sneaks out right as he comes in, and while he's out in the hallway, he cracks open the side door, which allows a group of other, presumably Brotherhood gang members in.
Maybe that's where they're getting the soda and knives and shit in. It's that fire escape that nobody's really watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because all of a sudden these security guards have disappeared. So, yeah, these guards who you would think would have stopped this are now gone. Let's see. So in class that day, Carl tells Mace, another student, he'd like to start the class now. He says this about 20 fucking times in a row. When Mace refuses to turn his music down, Carl teaches the class another lesson about an impasse and where he and Mace were. This is further what's the word I'm looking for here? Like yeah. The exclamation point is put on this when he picks up Mace's boombox and throws it out the window. Mace. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's all a good scene. It just goes on like 14 beats longer than it needs to. I mean,
yes.
I don't know if the director was giving everyone the stretch sign, but they repeat like the same dialogue tree fucking 12 times.
Yeah, and not to shit on this director or anything, but like he does not direct anything ever again after this. Not another feature, not a TV movie, not a TV episode. He goes into producing after this.
You gotta let that tension breathe, Kron. You know, there's a ticking clock with the gangsters in the bathroom.
I guess, but you'd also want the conversation to either heighten or resolve in some way rather than just spin around in a circle over and over.
They probably shot the same scene 3 times and then just intercut it to extend it.
Probably. Speaking of heightening, well, Mace is pissed off, so he pulls out a butterfly knife on Carl, tries to stab him with it, but Carl is able to disarm him and gets the knife away. Carl then realizes that Keyshawn has been gone a while and tells Mace that he's in charge while he goes to check on him. He finds his way to the bathroom where he is jumped by these 3 Brotherhood members that Keyshawn had let in, and Keyshawn's kind of sitting outside the door, like listening and kind of going as he hears like punches and shit being thrown.
That's what Kron does when he sees a family reunion. He follows them and
yeah. Figure out if any of these dates know both brothers or not.
Carl is able to disarm them of any weapons they have and knocks them all out.
They kind of like video game attack him where they fight him one-on-one and then like the next one will come out of a stall.
But he's...
And this one-on-one fight will happen later on in the film, so stay tuned, folks.
Mm-hmm. But he's also trying to keep them conscious so he can interview them as he's like choking them out. I kind of like that he's or it may have just been the one guy, but I appreciate that it's not just the complete beatdown. He is still focused on avenging his Eskimo brother.
Yes.
I
So
think
after
we have to stop
he's
saying that.
knocked,
I think we have to stop saying that. I'm guilty of it.
Oh,
We're good. We're fine. I lasted 2 minutes longer than you.
Yeah, if you hate it, find us, BlackRock. We're waiting.
So woke.
Mm-hmm.
They did ban our YouTube video.
for real?
Yeah, YouTube banned our Maniac Cop full movie. Did you put Maniac Cop on YouTube?
The full movie?
Somebody had
Does
to.
it say full review?
Well, it was Maniac Cop 2 clip. As a result, we've been blocked in 247 territories.
Just delete it.
Just that video or your whole
I
account?
think just that video.
Okay. I thought maybe you were putting full movie in there as a way to trick people to click on the episode.
Oh, I think that one may have been early days where I was really trying to help with growth. So I think I cut a part of the movie and I put our audio over it. Like I was talking about a specific scene and I think I played that sequence. So it was probably just like, hey, you're showing too much of the movie. So
I see. Gotcha. That's nice that they were so quick and fast about that for you guys. When I've had to go to YouTube about someone uploading my full documentary onto YouTube, it took me about a week, and I had to deliver them my Library of Congress like copyright notice that I owned like the copyright to that movie before they did fucking anything about it.
Well, all right. I guess take that down too, Dan.
Shit.
And look, I mean, like, not the shitty one. I mean, like, I like to find full movies on YouTube too, but it's just like, I mean, it's on fucking Tubi and Plex and all these other places where you can watch it for free, man. Not that I make much off of the AVOD, but let me make my pennies off of this, please.
no, that's the only way I would really support. Like, we just did full eclipse, and the only way to watch that really is somebody put it on YouTube. Like,
yeah, sure. I hear you.
They got their money. I bought that VHS tape.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Right after he disarms everybody in the bathroom, a janitor, who we'll come to find out is Johnny Barty, enters.
What a great shot. What a great shot.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, the vent opens up behind Carl, and we see him just kind of step right out from the vent.
Watch it in its entirety. Him come out of that vent.
Yeah.
You think
What's up?
You think he watches people pee and poop?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be scrubbing that one for a week. God damn, kid.
He was probably bummed out when everybody started
I
fighting.
mean, I saw the rest of the bathroom. I don't think he's scrubbing anything.
Didn't look like they had doors on those shitters.
Well, they didn't have to treat through those gangsters through them.
You've showed up literally for 3 days and you fucked up the bathroom. And you didn't teach for 2 of those days. He's a terrible substitute.
Has he taught yet?
He's not there to be a substitute. He's there to find. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Wait, no, this is his second lesson. This is his second lesson.
Yeah, but okay.
And he goes and starts a fucking boys' bathroom fight.
His first lesson was, I have a yo-yo in my pocket. And the second lesson was, turn off your radio. I don't think he's actually taught.
It was impasse.
He's taught them about perception and impasse.
I don't know.
And Vietnam.
Valuable lessons.
This guy is scrounging through his car when he gets to school like, well, fuck, what am I going to do?
He's wishing AI was available in 98.
Bones, you have to have a believable, like if you're fronting as something, he's there to teach a little bit.
The principal ain't coming to this section of the fucking school, dude.
No.
All right.
And to his credit, he tries to instruct. He is trying to teach lessons, but he's got to get them to focus. At the end of the movie, these kids are so into what he's doing.
No.
Fighting?
There's one kid that is so into what he's doing.
If he reaches one,
what his attention
if
is
he
focused
reaches
is
one kid, he is successful as a teacher and his life will have meant something.
Mm-hmm.
One
All the other you
student.
piece of shits, whatever. Mace, why aren't you you could be a good guy.
We're getting there. We're getting there, Dan. Don't worry. We'll get to these scenes. Johnny comes out of the vent. He says, "You're a very bad man." And he mentions he recognizes that as the Green Beret Special Forces training. He mentions that he was also in NAM from January 1971 to November 1972 as a member of the 1st Battalion, 16th Infantry, where he was a tunnel rat. Carl tells him he's on a special mission, and Johnny says he'll clean up for him because, as he puts it, I'm the janitor. Very helpful that he just shows up and is willing to take away these unconscious bodies for him by pushing them through vents, which we see like he does just in time before Keyshawn and others come to check on the bathroom. Boy, how fortunate for Carl here that he has such a comrade in the building, guys. We'll learn some more about Johnny, including his love of military memorabilia. But boy, what a convenience in this script that Johnny ends up coming to his aid right in that moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is very convenient, isn't it?
I mean, I guess it's really convenient that fucking Arnold found a guy who had the same exact dimensions as him so he could get his boots and his motorcycle. You know what I mean? Like,
well, to be fair, he like analyzes everybody as he's walking past them to see who would fit his size.
Wow.
He's a fucking computer. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Plus, Bones, this guy is a tunnel pervert. Why are we defending him?
He's helping out our hero.
All right. This is a real, we're verging on dynamo defense here.
No. I was joking, okay? And him watching somebody piss and poop, okay? How much is he watching? He's not seeing...
a lot.
Yeah, but he's not seeing any private body parts from that vent. He's getting off on, like, the sounds of it. Right?
Arguably worse.
Okay, but if that's his thing...
And Treat helped him by removing like
if he
3
stood
doors.
out in the hallway and you hear somebody ripping ass, are you a pervert?
I think if it turns you on, kind of.
If you have a heart on, yeah.
But are you hurting anybody?
Society at large.
I don't know. I think diversity is what makes us great.
Yeah, these
are
children.
probably minors.
Okay, maybe he's the teacher's lounge vent is where he's doing his
but
business.
He's not. He's at this kid's one right now.
Well, you heard a ruckus, dude. That was beyond a poop and piss ruckus. This is...
All right.
Really, are you starting to see, like, how this show works? And you're like, God damn it. Shut up so I can get through
He's done it before. He's in a different seat, but he's done it before.
I've done the show. I've never had to try to make my way through my notes, though. So it is interesting. I'm just kind of going with it, though. I'm trying not to fight it. So we cut back to the class where Keyshawn and the others are surprised to see Carl back to teach the class. But of course, the bell rings because this is like a 10-minute class. And the rest of the class files out. But Carl tries to have a heart-to-heart with Mace, where Mace kind of breaks down, what his life is really like to him. And the fact that Carl thinks he could be a fucking stockbroker is insane to him. This is where Keyshawn and some of the other members check out the bathroom, only to find it empty. This is actually one of the better shots in the movie where it starts on the vent as Johnny is just pulling the last of the guys through it, and it closes before panning over to the bathroom door opening up and them finding the empty bathroom. A nice little touch. I'm trying to dig deep and find anything to compliment this movie on.
I think one of the things that this movie does I would say a little bit better than the first is I don't have the vernacular or the aptitude to really discuss this, but 20 years later, this movie does seem like it's capitalizing on, I think we talked about this in the first episode, like the scare of the hood, like the white interpretation and perception of like what's going on in the hood. And it's all these kids that are the problem and not the socioeconomic problem. So I did kind of appreciate this kid, like the dialogue with this kid was kind of a way of saying like the movie is set here, but we're really not trying to capitalize on that. We're trying to acknowledge that like this is really tough for these kids. It's not like they're creating the problem. They are symptoms of the problem. So in my recollection, the first movie kind of glosses over that a little bit. I don't know.
Well, and to your point, like Mace's kind of talk kind of like spits in the face of the sort of white mentality of like you can be anything you want to be, kind of that Carl's bringing to it, and is sort of like, yeah, man, like it's kind of like you think that because of your upbringing, you could kind of be whatever you want. You had options. It's not so simple for those of us here. Again, it's maybe not handled the best, but I agree that it's at least trying to sort of get to a little bit more of the truth about what that situation would be like, and it's not just some simple solution.
Do we think maybe they're trying to divert from Dangerous Minds, which was 95, maybe?
Maybe.
Because that's like the most popular, like, send the white teacher in, you know what I mean? Movie, right?
Not High School High?
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen that since I was like a teenager.
I rented it, yeah. From what I hear, it doesn't hold up. So
I've heard it doesn't either, and I have not revisited. I don't know. Maybe I could see that. But honestly, it's tough because we're saying this, but it's almost like I feel like we're almost giving the movie too much credit, and I feel like it almost just like accidentally gets to a positive point, like not even like super intentionally. Do you know what I mean?
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Like I think the janitor, that was a happy miracle. Like that came organically as these pages were coming.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of our janitor, Johnny Barty gives Carl a tour of the basement and shows him his collection of military memorabilia and all this fucking weaponry he has down here, guys. Guns and ammunition, grenades. He's got it all. Carl asks him about Randall and opens up and shares that he was his brother.
Would you guys take a job as a janitor if you could live in a sweet boiler room like this?
Fuck yeah.
You add in...
I've heard it's never worked out badly for anybody.
You add in full vent access on top of it, dude.
I could just
sounds like somebody's coming back around on being able to hear some stuff.
I could just throw away some guy's piano fucking performance he's doing that night. Just
that's a John Cusack.
Yeah,
that was that sleepy ass piano movie. Yeah, yeah.
Just gonna see if you guys
and Elijah Wood, right?
If you guys could name that movie.
The piano?
Fuck.
That won Oscars.
Piano Boy?
Piano Man?
That's Billy Joel.
I don't think I could. You give me 1,000 guesses. I don't think I could come up with it.
It's the piano player?
No.
God.
No. Do I need to look this up?
Piano?
There you go.
That might be it. That was it. Yeah.
Good job, Kron.
Oh man.
Get off my keys.
Johnny tells Carl that he's been hearing people coming and going a lot in the evening for the past 4 months.
Pooping and peeing.
Every time. Goddamn splash in the urinal. I'm hearing it. But every time he goes to check it out, he can't find anything.
These little dick motherfuckers are pissing while they're pooping and peeing out the front.
Where else are you peeing from?
No, but I mean, like, you know, you pee out of the toilet. You know, unlike a cold day, it doesn't go down into the toilet; it goes forward.
How often do you do that?
I have never done that, but when I was working as a janitor in a school,
you saw some shit.
Yeah, I heard more shit, but
now, how closely did your experience as a janitor relate to the Johnny Barty character?
I couldn't do the vents, man. Not big enough. Not big enough for me. Not big enough for me and a body I'm trying to dispose.
Yeah, these are some very spacious vents and very strong if they're holding like multiple people in them.
Well, did you see the big ass fucking boilers? Like, this shit could run the Titanic, dude.
Did they have like a shit ton of like charcoal or whatever or coal that they were like wasn't there piles of it that they probably were like feeding into it and shit?
Yeah, like Joker slide down one of them, I think.
Yeah,
that's right. They walked down it. Yeah, and then they had like barrels of it next to it, I think, too, at one point. But boy, could you imagine having to like shovel coal into like a massive ass fucking boiler like that in the wintertime?
In 98?
Yeah. I mean, the building's probably from like the 50s, if not earlier, right?
I mean, coal's coming back, I hear.
Clean coal.
As long as it's clean, I'm on board, you know? I just hate driving through my town and seeing these solar panels on people's houses. It looks so horrible, you know? And God, when they put a windmill up like by a mountain range and it just fucking kills the view.
Well, it kills the birds.
Is it worth it? Yeah, it kills the birds. The whales. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have to see coal. I don't have to see that being shoveled into, you know, the refinery where they're like getting our power. You know, it's just so much nicer that way.
Sure, I'll smell the coal. And I'll taste the coal. But we're talking about vision.
Whoa, are you in the coal company vents, dude?
Hey, is the solution to this just spray painting all the windmills gold?
Yeah. Cover all the ends of them in like gaudy fucking stuff from...
That might do it.
Shit, what's that store? The like arts and crafts.
Hobby Lobby.
Tower gift shop?
Hobby Lobby.
Why do the Hobby Lobby drivers have to still drive on Sundays?
So you can macrame on Monday?
The store's closed on Sundays.
Well, the drivers
I think my drivers should not have to drive on Sundays.
They probably pray and observe on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something.
I think that's a little fucked up.
All right, gentlemen. Carl mentions that he's working with another man and they're going to stake out the school that night, to which Johnny is happy to help. Now, it's going to get confusing, too, because besides Carl and Cara, we're going to have Johnny and Joey as, like, helping out Carl here. But anyway, so Johnny says he's happy to help and just asks for something for his collection of military memorabilia. Back outside on the sidewalk, Anya is walking home when she's jumped by a member of the Brotherhood who threatens her and tells her to get her, quote, friend up out of their ass, or else she'll wind up like her pops. Now, did I miss something, gentlemen? How does the Brotherhood know that Anya is somehow friendly with Carl? Like, I don't think they've been seen at school together. Did anyone catch like how they know she has some relationship with Carl?
Danny.
I don't think it was Carl specifically, but she said something to Danny about... Oh,
you're right. It's probably Danny. Yeah. You're right. I should have thought of that. You know what? This fucking movie, it's better than I was giving it credit for. It's got it all fucking figured out.
Dude.
Brantley, I didn't know
So
that
many
wasn't
fucking
Tom
layers.
Berenger at the beginning, so you're fine, dude.
All right. So at her house in the evening, Carl comforts Anya and tries to find out more info from her. She says she doesn't know, but they figured out that Carl and her are connected. Carl asked her to stay home and away from school for the next day or two. She says, if I'm going to be confined, maybe I can get some pop, some yogurt, and a couple new release videos, right? So she makes a list, and he's going to get all this shit for her because she's basically staying at home now and staying safe.
Say, hey, fucker, I don't want none of those fucking 5-day rentals, man. I want those new releases.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she weirdly says no romantic comedies, which, I don't know, that's a little bit of a surprise for me. I want to know more about her taste then. Is she like an action fan, like a horror girl? Like, she doesn't want romantic comedies. What does she want to watch
She's a
here?
trauma babe, dude.
You think so? Nice.
You think?
I think I created the trauma section at Video Headquarters. Yeah.
What is this, 98?
You fucking know
And
it, bro.
bring home zombie rednecks.
I mean, romantic comedy, really? You Got Mail.
Yeah. But I mean, is 98.
Happiness?
Sleepless in
Titanic
Seattle's
is
out.
half
Did
of
you
the
just
story.
call Happiness?
Oh, Titanic, yeah.
Did you say Happiness was a romantic comedy?
And it's a good point because by 98, it's probably 6 months after the movies come out in theaters in 97. So that's like probably a fairly new and hot title still in 98 on the video store shelves.
Not many.
You guys
for
remember the
romantic comedy, though?
It would have been cool if he brought
Wedding
home,
Singer?
Oh, Shakespeare in Love was 98.
It would have been cool if he brought home a copy of The Substitute.
Wild Things?
I feel like we're in like Hugh Grant, Julia Roberts, like Notting Hill, Four Weddings,
Mm-hmm.
Runaway
Yes.
Bride
Yep.
era.
City of Angels?
Can't Hardly Wait 98.
Great Expectations? Basketball, Dirty Work?
Can't hardly
love,
wait.
love that
He's
romantic comedy
half-baked.
basketball.
God damn, 1998 was also deep rising.
Wow, this is a fucking heyday of comedy. Remember when you could go to the movie theater to watch comedies? God, all we got was like The Naked Gun this year. It's like it.
6 days, 7 nights.
Good call on Can't Hardly Wait. Apparently that was 98.
Oh, fuck yeah. Nice. Thank you. All right. So Carl and Joey, they meet Johnny Barty at the school where Carl gives him a vial of triclosan he supposedly found in an Iraqi bunker and which he claims is really causing Gulf War syndrome. After Johnny walks off, he kind of later confides to Joey 6 that triclosan is just something that they use in hand soap. Anyway, I felt like this was kind of shitty on Carl's part. Like, really, you have some military memorabilia you could just give to him. Why, like, make up this bullshit thing and, like, lie to Johnny about
Because it's
it?
really good.
I don't know.
It's really good.
Dude, there's a guy that lives down like 5 houses from me named Gary who has Gulf War syndrome. And I was talking to him one night. And that's some wild shit. He's like, yeah, I'll just go blind. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'll wake up and can't see. I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Is he still driving?
Nah, he doesn't drive.
Okay.
He like does woodworking and shit in his garage. He's a pretty cool dude, and I don't see him very often, but sometimes he'll be woodworking and I'll like roll by and I'll be like, what's up, Gary? And he's like, hey man. I was like, you doing good? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, all right, let me know if you need anything. And he's like, hey.
Well, he's doing good. He
Yeah.
can see that day.
Just waving a circular saw back at you.
I'm like, God damn, I hope he can see.
What were you?
I'm not trying to say it's not Gulf War syndrome, but do we think maybe he's catching some splinters in his eyes or something and he wakes up the next morning unable to see? And it works its way out?
Gary is, like I said, I've only talked to him like a few times.
Yeah, what's
but
his sawdust filtration, Is he...
Yeah.
I need to be like, can you make me some cabinets?
He holds a handkerchief over his mouth.
He's like, I'm just an alcoholic.
Soaked in the same shit that Carl just gave the janitor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Johnny leads them to the auto shop so they can observe what's going on with the vehicles. Now, unbeknownst to them, they are being surveilled by a couple members of the Brotherhood who make a call and let the others know that the substitute is on his way in. I believe Carl pops himself up into a vent and kind of checks out the auto shop, and then he kind of pops back down and reconvenes with Joey and Johnny, and we learn that Warren Drummond, played by B.D. Wong, is actually running a chop shop out of the auto shop at the school. At this time also, we see that Dante calls Drummond to tell him that a car he boosted had LoJack and led to a police chase. The car was totaled, and we learned that Mace was killed in the car crash, to which Drummond says to himself after the call, the first good news of the evening. And gentlemen, the good news now is that we'll be taking a pee break. All right, we're back from break, ready to wrap up the rest of the Substitute 2 Schools Out. Drummond just got off the phone, and he said, that's the first good news of the night. I wanted to have a nice little pee break there, gentlemen, but I got to ask, like, this line kind of threw me for a loop. I couldn't figure out why Drummond was happy Mace was killed in a car crash, and I'm wondering if you guys have any, like, thoughts on why that might be. I didn't really get it. It just seemed like he lost someone who could get him more cars.
He never shuts off his fucking radio in the chop shop. Like, listens to the same damn song.
That could be it.
Constantly.
Maybe word is spread that he respects Mr. Tomlinson now.
Maybe.
Well, actually, Mr. Barakowski.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe he broke it to him that he was going to be a stockbroker or something, you know?
Oh, that's probably it, actually. Yeah. And Drummond's not the type who would take anybody trying to leave his, stable of gang members, so that makes sense.
Speaking of type, the B.D. Wong casting is fucking wild.
Yeah. I mean, he carries himself, like, you kind of, like, get the sense, like, oh, yeah, I could see this as a bad dude. I feel like we've had like decades of B.D. Wong playing like really good characters. It was kind of like interesting to see him in kind of this really villainous role.
But it's almost like they just kind of like, oh yeah, this is the guy now. I don't know. It's like they kind of just throw it at you. Because I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, okay. Here we go.
I mean, is he still doing Law and Order at this time? Wasn't he on one of the Law and Orders for a while? So maybe he was just happened to be in New York.
Good question.
Law and Order.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to look this up right now. Not to bring everything to a
That's fine. I got a trivia question for Kron. What Will Smith movie was he featured in, Kron?
Who, B.D. Wong?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Wild Wild West?
No. You got one more guess?
Independence Day?
No. Focus.
I wanted to name that in 10 years, dude.
Kron, how many Jurassic Park movies is B.D. Wong in?
2, 3?
What's your answer there?
3. I'm going to go 3.
4.
Damn it.
4? Damn. All right, I have the answer, by the way. B.D. Wong was not in Law and Order Special Victims Unit yet, but he was in Oz at this time, which started in 97.
Okay.
He does not join. I believe he joins Law and Order SVU in 2001. and he has been on 231 episodes
Shit.
of that show. Holy shit.
It's gotta be.
I know Mariska Hargitay is like one of the highest paid actresses in Hollywood because of this show.
Yeah.
But I mean, even just as a series regular like that, you got to be making fucking.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
keeping-
got to be a good steady paycheck where you're just like, every week I get X amount of dollars.
Yeah, and they're still doing probably 20 plus episodes a season even now with that show. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you think he's got to be making at least what? At least 150 to 200 an episode, right?
I hope.
After
I
this
hope,
many seasons?
yeah. I mean, it does scale, right?
I mean,
Like
all
yeah.
the residuals.
Yeah. I mean, I think you could turn
Damn.
on a TV any hour of the day and Law and Order's playing somewhere. So
Yeah. Yeah.
You think while he's
God, good
like
for him.
standing there talking about like the most vile shit ripped from today's headlines, he's like, man, getting my eye burned out on the set of Substitute 2. Those were the days.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, if he's too upset about it, he can cry into his stacks of cash.
Yeah. I think 98 is also the Salton Sea, which he has a very interesting casting in.
Oh, I love that movie. I thought that was early 2000s.
Is he in
But
Salton Sea?
God, what was BD Wong in it? I remember D'Onofrio.
Oh shit, he is.
It's a bit of a twist, but he's like a cowboy character. He's like all westerned out with a hat, and he turns out to be something that you don't think. He's one of the twist characters, but I would have swore that was late 90s. Maybe I'm wrong.
That was,
I feel like that's 01 or 02.
It's 02.
maybe.
It's 02.
02. Mhm.
It is 02? Okay. Yeah, see, this would have been my Prime Video Store days, which is why I think I remember it as being
Executive
no,
Decision. That's a good Seagal movie, Kron, because you only got to deal with him for about 7 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's the perfect amount of Seagal in that movie. And it's actually a good movie.
I don't know.
You're not going to get that with many other
I
Seagal
might want
ones.
more Seagal in there.
TJ Caruso movie, The Salton Sea, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. God, I remember really liking that movie at the time, and I don't think I've seen it in 20 plus years.
We've talked about that movie
I gotta
more. We might as well just fucking
Because
cover it.
it fucking sticks with you, man. When fucking Dorofno pulls off that fake nose, and you see like, never mind. Oh, Kron's never seen it.
Nope.
The one scene I remember that is the threat of mutilation, let's just say, and leave it at that. I think Bones knows what I'm talking about. Right? Am I remembering the wrong movie?
I might be conflating it with there's like a standoff scene that's pretty violent in a hotel room. It's one of the few movies where Peter Sarsgaard, like, you don't want to just beat the shit out of him.
I thought it was in Salton Sea that D'Onofrio has like a caged animal and it's threatening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right. That's the part I most
I think
remember.
that's the same.
Probably 'cause
I
it
think
was,
that's the
like,
same
traumatic.
scene with him.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I think so. Yeah.
Substitute
All
2.
right. Well, let's get back into this. Oh, sorry.
No, I was saying, yeah, let's get back into it.
Okay. So at the school the following day, the students in Siberia class are quiet and mournful because of Mesa's death. Carl's sitting on his desk, showing how cool and chill he is for everyone, and really getting in on
I
their
just
level.
assume that's because nobody else brought in a boombox.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was hoping. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, the next day, you're gonna have 3 people showing up with a boombox, and you're like, all right, come on, we're overdoing it. We just need one.
During this talk, Dante gets angry at him and says, what is there to say? Because no one wants to share anything about Mesa's passing. Carl shares for the first time that, he served in the military. Dante explains that he and others have to fight for everything they have, unlike him. So you kill anyone that gets in your way? What are you saying? That I smoked mace? Because I didn't. The cops, the ones who smoked mace. I'm not talking about mace, Carl says, leading Dante to say, what the fuck's you talking about? But before Carl reveals he knew Randall, the buzzer sounds and class is over. We're back at Kara's, where she and Carl are chatting, and Carl fishes for information about Drummond. Now, guys, I wanted to pause right here and just ask you, how do you guys feel about the chemistry between Carl and Kara here? You know, obviously he's an older man. I think he was about 46 when they were filming. He's about 15 years older than the actress who plays Kara. Her name is actually Michael Michelle, and she was like 31, I think, during filming.
I saw that in the credits, and I was like, what a weird fucking name.
I know. I couldn't believe it either. That's my same reaction. She's also kept working. She's been in like that new Dynasty show for like 50-something episodes or whatever.
I mean, treat's a fuck machine. I'm here for it. I mean, the guy oozes charm.
Look at that hair. I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
And it's hot that she's banging two brothers.
I mean, I'm glad you guys are into it. The whole time I'm watching this relationship, I'm like, I feel like we could have just dropped the whole love story angle here, guys. I'm not really getting it from these two in the movie.
I think I'm more upset that they don't like sit on the couch. Like, why are you laying on the floor? Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, you're not getting me on the fucking floor anytime. I'm not even sitting on the floor. That's just gonna fuck my back up. Yeah, I'm gonna be on a couch, or I'm gonna be in a chair, or I'm gonna be in bed.
I don't know. I just saw Dan do a somersault. I feel like he's limber enough
that's
to
true.
Get freaky on the floor.
True.
Hurt your knees too much.
I'll get down wherever, but I'm not just gonna lounge on the fucking just laying in my lap, fucking my lower back up. Yeah, fuck off.
I mean, we're talking about getting down. Yeah, sure, I'm game to get down anywhere. Yeah. But I mean, if I'm going to be sitting for an extended period of time, I don't want it to be on my hardwood floors or whatever. I want it to be in a soft, couch.
Yeah, we got down in the kitchen. Like, that was hot. Now let's go sit on the couch and talk about Fight Club, even though we're not supposed to.
I thought you were going to say ways you could have improved during the session.
A little debrief.
Your wife's giving you pointers.
Carl, because he's a mercenary and he travels a lot, and it's probably not the best accommodations. Like when he's stateside, he doesn't want to be too comfortable, because then the distance between comfort and discomfort is greater.
I can see that.
This is why I'm glad I'm breaking this down with you guys, because you guys are seeing all the stuff I'm missing, and the subtext is here. I'm
it's
not
perception, baby,
in my viewings.
Yeah, real experts.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, in what appears to be the next day at school, I'm kind of not sure. We kind of just jump forward in time a bunch, and I'm not exactly sure where we are. But the next day in school, Carl asks Kara to get him background information on Drummond from the previous schools while they're hanging out in the teacher's lounge. Drummond is smoking. Speaking of smoking indoors, Drummond is smoking in the teacher's lounge, which personally feels a little late for 1998 to be smoking indoors, especially in like New York City. Cool. But like, what do you guys think? Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm just saying I don't know if it's legal to be smoking indoors in 98 in New York.
That's a stressful job. Let them have it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. I mean, if I had my druthers, I'd let teachers smoke in the classroom with the students there. Anything to deal with the stresses of managing teenagers.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, we're back at Anya's house. Joey Six stops by, and Clara gives Carl a call that she's found some info on Drummond and that he should swing by to pick it up. We cut to a knocking at Kara's apartment. This has got to be Carl and Joey, right? No. She opens the door to reveal Drummond. They're making small talk at first, while Warren is obviously trying to suss out what Kara knows. Cut back to Anya. She's escaped the confines of the house to go visit her boy toy Danny at his house. She's making the most of her uncle's absence here. She and Danny start making out hot and heavy in his room. He's again pressuring her to go all the way. He admits she's still a virgin, and it's unclear if they'll go through with it or not. As we cut back, Kara being punched in the fucking face by Drummond. This was a good edit. I mean, it's violent as hell, but this was a good edit point. He's just fucking throwing her all over the apartment, trying to figure out what, like who Carl really is and everything, and why he's looking into him. He starts choking her, which is when Kara reveals that that he's Randall's brother. Excuse me, and Warren says, "That's it." Surprised. Like, I guess he was expecting something else. Kara tries to
both
flee.
brothers.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's fucking weird. You're not supposed to do that stuff.
I've seen some shit in this city, but god damn.
We've got a real Mrs. Robinson adjacent situation happening.
I need to call my friends.
All right, she tries to flee up the stairs, but Warren grabs her by the ankles, pulling her back down. She tries to crawl away before Drummond pulls her up to her feet, puts a silenced pistol to her stomach, and fires 3 shots.
We want to move those around a little.
You'd think, maybe try to hit a few more, organs
he
or
did
something.
3 right, one after the other.
Nah, you want
Kron,
a close group.
The blood's already on the wall, man. Come on.
I mean,
Just gotta.
this is 98, and he's leaving a lot of DNA.
He swipes.
Yeah, I love how he pulls a teddy bear down,
just
right? And
wipes his hand.
Now, this death scene, this scene with him beating her up and throwing her around is very hectic and a lot of energy. When he stands her up to shoot her, it's the most lifeless part of it all. She just keeps her hands down by her side. She doesn't try to even put her hands up to defend herself at all. It just feels very listless. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, he's wore down a little bit. That tends to happen. What?
Yeah, but I mean, she's got to be having adrenaline pumping through her veins. She's got to be trying to fight to stop it from happening at any chance, right?
I did feel like she could put up a good fight against him. I'm she looks fit. You know what I mean?
He's certainly fit, but I don't know. I think you're just thinking because BD Wong's a short gentleman that she could hold her own. I think, he's a coiled snake. I wouldn't mess with him.
I think I could take him.
I just hope when BlackRock finally closes down on me, I'll put up a little bit more of an effort,
That's what we call a 360 here on 5-day rentals.
You should
Karan.
bring out a teddy bear just to be polite to whoever finally takes you out.
Mm-hmm. All right, so after the deed is done, Drummond makes a call on his cell phone and tells someone he's tired of, quote, this guy and wants him taken out. This has got to be Carl, of course. And as Warren is coming down the stairs of Carl's apartment to leave, he sees the front door open, and he hides underneath the stairs just in time to see Carl and Joey Six arrive. And then he makes his getaway. Gentlemen, we cut back to Danny's bedroom. Anya decides not to go through with sex and goes to put his condoms away when Danny goes to take a shower. In doing so, though, she comes across her father's Special Forces money clip and realizes Danny was a member of the Brotherhood and possibly killed her dad. She begins looking for his hoodie.
Definitely killed her dad, right?
I mean, yeah. I think she doesn't know for sure, You know, like if there was two people there, she doesn't know if maybe he pulled the trigger, but she knows he was involved for sure.
Why's he got to take a shower?
Now, also,
Rub one
like,
Eh.
yeah, I'll get this to him. This is the quickest fucking shower in the world. She's had a minute to like see the Special Forces clip and look in his closet for the hoodie, which is like, I guess, the final evidence to prove he's in the brother. I don't know. The Special Forces money clip. I'm like, why am I searching for a hoodie in here to confirm he's a member of the Brotherhood? It feels like very obvious. You know, the first piece of evidence did the trick. But
I think because there's very little of the hoodie throughout the movie, like they set it up to be a very important thing, and like it's not in the movie as much as you think it would be, considering the importance that Joey Six put on it. I think it was just a way to remind you. Yeah.
So she lays the hoodie and the Special Forces money clip out on the bed.
That's
starts
very
getting dressed
Tradwife
herself and
to
is
like
about to
lay
leave.
out the goth clothes and stuff for your man.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's ahead of its time. It's both behind the times and ahead
Come
of the
with
times.
me as I prepare my husband's
when it was
day.
made.
On Thursdays, he always wears his fishnets. I like to keep them in an old mason jar.
Thursdays is matte black boots, not shiny. That's Friday.
You might think it's hard to polish spikes, but actually it's pretty easy.
My secret, shaving cream. Also deflects the rain.
While I'm feeding the chickens, I will listen to the latest Cradle of Filth album. I find it important to show interest in his hobbies.
Next, he's going to start having me listen to Tool.
Oof. Might break her free of her Tradwife chains, though.
Brantley coming after you two.
That's true. It just seemed like a band like mostly guys are into. That's,
I don't
you know.
want to hear it, Kron. I don't want to hear it at all, okay? There's
All right, so Anya's getting
preview
herself...
of what I'm going through right now.
Anya's getting herself dressed. Danny exits the bathroom because he's just taking the quickest shower ever. And he asks, hey, where she's going. She confronts him about the hoodie and her father's Special Forces money clip and asks if he shot her father. Danny admits it, saying he needed the money. And when Anya asks for what, he says, you fucking stupid? How was I going to pay for the car?
American muscle, baby.
That's true. Anya is shocked he did it just for a car. And Danny says, what? Was I going to ask my parents? I don't even know where they are. He's upset that it should have been such an easy setup, but blames her dad for showing up and ruining it. Anya tells him, so you fucked him? That wasn't enough, and you had to fuck me too.
What are you, Kara?
Well, Danny's pissed off. He pulls a knife on her, and Anya uses that sweet karate training to knock the knife out of his hand and front kick him in the gut.
We legit get a hi-ya.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. But Danny isn't down for long. He gets up, slaps her across the face, sending her flying back onto the bed. But she gets up and breaks a glass jar over his head. But he comes back at her, and she throws him through the doors of his closet, and Danny is out.
That's how you know he's just such a fucking bitch. He's got a fucking glass jar, a fucking peanut M&Ms in his room. You fucking bitch.
His parents aren't around, dude. He can have peanut M&Ms whenever he wants.
He's
Keep
probably
him
got
in the kitchen.
He's got the key to the top, dude. It's a. You don't even have to put a quarter into that bad boy.
Yeah, he's I mean, I thought he was a bitch because it's knocked out by going through those flimsy fucking closet doors. Like that's what knocks him out. Fucking the glass jar should have been the finisher on him. All right, we go back to Kara's apartment. Joey Six is reading to Carl about Drummond's background. He was a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps and received an honorable discharge with special circumstances as he was charged with suspicion of extra-legal affairs in Honduras in 1986. A son of a bitch is one of us, Joey exclaims. So, guys, this begs the question, why are so many special forces guys ending up at high schools?
Troops to teachers. It's a program they use.
Yes. Is this a pipeline I just didn't know about? Like the military mercenary to high school teacher?
Yeah. Why not?
When all you know how to do is yell at people.
Discipline.
Honestly, fair.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do? Put tires on a Kia? No.
All right. Back at Anya's house, Carl comes home to find Anya shaken and crying on the stairs by the front door. He comforts her, and she reveals that Danny Bramson killed her dad and shows him the Special Forces money clip.
They cut out the part where she opens up her other hand and there's a bunch of peanut M&Ms in it.
And that he needed to prove himself to Mr. Drummond that he was something special. That was, I guess, the other reason that gets added in here. It's weird that was like added in this conversation, not just part of her conversation with Danny. But anyway, now, when I first took this note, I said later that night, only to realize that this was actually supposed to be like the following morning, I guess like super early, because it's still dark outside. But Joey 6 comes and picks up Carl, and they head to the school for the epic showdown with Drummond. Did you guys think this was like the evening as well?
I felt like it was the same night. Yeah.
I thought it was the same night
At this point in the movie, I didn't think time mattered anymore.
Yeah, silly me for trying to like have some sort of like logic to the time in this film. But anyway, this is apparently like very early morning when it's still dark out. Drummond and the Brotherhood arrive at the school too. Johnny helps Joey and Carl in, but the Brotherhood find them in the hallways and they begin opening fire with their semi-automatic weapons. Johnny, Joey, and Carl have to go hide in a classroom to avoid all the gunfire.
It's one of the worst shootouts. I mean, because they
surround them.
They are surrounded.
It's horrible.
So these guys are shooting at themselves, and barely anybody gets hit. I mean, it's.
And I'm fairly certain they're real, like blanks being fired, but there was something about this scene too where like the muzzle flashes looked so fake for some reason, and I couldn't put my fingers on why. Because I think it was real. I don't think they were trying to do like post digital effects here for muzzle flashes in '98.
No, but I mean, it's a 10-foot corridor, and these guys are unloading a full clip and not even hitting themselves. Like they're the guys on the other side. It is
literally every person in this scene should have died in this moment.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I think there's one point where he closes the door and then like the bullets like ricochet. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's real plot armor movie logic gunfight here. All right, so they're hiding out in a classroom. Johnny tells them they need to use the vents to get to the basement and get more guns. Carl takes this big, like, flammable tank canister, puts it by the door just as one of the members of the Brotherhood starts firing his semi-automatic from the top to the bottom of this door. And as he does so, hits the flammable tank, causing a massive explosion and taking out like a good chunk of the Brotherhood.
We're supposed to believe that this is the type of chemical that's in this wing of the school.
Yeah. I mean, it did look like it was supposed to be a chemistry class, but I agree. I don't think they would have had anything like that in there.
Well, and that's me assuming that we're still in Siberia. Like they could have been in a different
that's true,
part
actually.
of the school. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of assumed we were in Siberia too, but you're right. It could actually have been like just some other part, and they hadn't gotten there
There
yet.
should have just been like 20 like bisected frogs laying around on trays.
That's bio, not
Oh, that's
chem.
true.
I actually don't know. It just looked like a science lab. It could have been.
All right,
either.
there should have
Who
been a
knows?
teacher breaking wintergreen lifesavers in his mouth to show a chemical reaction.
There you go. All right, they're in the basement now. Johnny hands out more
So,
guns to them, and they begin
This
picking
just
off
looks like a regular cigarette, but when I crush this little tablet, it becomes a menthol cigarette.
That's the kind of teaching I could. A teacher could have saved me in school with that kind of lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that such like a game changer?
I don't think it was.
The cool crush,
Yeah.
because sometimes you want it menthol, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds
Do
don't.
you think did anyone who really smoked menthols not want their cigarettes to
That's
be menthol?
kind of what I was
sometimes,
thinking too.
But maybe your side chick doesn't, Yeah, she doesn't have a
Hand up.
Marlboro Light.
Hand one to a
Brantley,
buddy at a party.
we had a buddy.
All
We
right.
had a buddy who bought those all the fucking time.
And crushed every single one of them. Yeah.
Maybe they just like doing a little bit of work for their
gives you
their
agency,
cigarette
dude.
treat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Gives you a choice, and that's what people like.
It's like tucking your shirt in on a Saturday,
Yeah.
right?
not doing it.
All right, so we're in the basement. Johnny's handing out more guns. They're picking off some of the Brotherhood one by one. Johnny starts setting out some knockout gas that finally starts to go off, and they can use that as a distraction to escape. I kind of skipped over something. They kind of get surrounded by the Brotherhood. Once again, they have them on either side of them, but just then, the perfect distraction of the knockout smoke canisters goes off, and they're able to use that as a distraction. They're also able to grab Little B, who's like one of the leaders of the gang, and use him as body armor to take the friendly fire from the other members of the Brotherhood.
And they were having trouble with the squibs because Joey is holding him up and waiting for them to go off. It is very awkward.
Yes.
They eventually go off, though.
Yes,
I mean,
but
they get there.
They show you.
It seems like something that could have been fixed in the editing. But again, this film really takes its time during some scenes and lets them play out
I
longer
think they
than
edited
need to.
in camera. Yeah, I think all
Really?
these action scenes were edited in camera.
I would not be shocked. All right. Now, thankfully, though, before Little B dies, he's able to tell Carl that why Drummond had Randall killed. Wait. Sorry. Carl interrogates him as to why Drummond had Randall killed. Jesus Christ, I'm mixing up my fucking notes. It's getting late over here, guys.
Twilight hours of
relays to
5DR,
him that-
baby.
Yeah. That Warren said to kill Willie, and when pressed, he reveals that Drummond didn't like Thomason because he was too nosy, but says some kid got him first, wasn't us, basically. And then we now know that was Danny, and that it wasn't really like a targeted hit. He just was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, it's almost like
Johnny-
most of this movie doesn't matter.
Yes.
Get revenge for my brother's murder by killing someone else.
That's a very good point. I also think it sort of is like their attempts, like Bones mentioned before, to not like put like all the blame on like, people of another race from the inner city. Like, they're trying to be like, I don't know. It's a really clunky, but it's like they're trying to like not make it be as stereotypical, I guess, if that makes sense.
They don't have enough pieces on the board for it to be too tricky. So it still has to be kind of by the numbers, but you're just sort of shifting where it, like, if that makes sense. Like, you want it to be Drummond for this, but then it's like, well, Drummond killed the chick, so he's still bad. And like, that's enough. So to your point, Kron, it's like, yeah, none of it matters, but isn't that war, dude? Isn't that life? Like, it's all sort of stupid and clunky and gross. And we got to navigate it however, whatever skill we got.
I mean, you could have cut 4 characters out of this movie and had a straight A to B, you know? Like,
yeah, you could also just rewatch The Substitute, you know?
He admitted it.
All right. So Johnny asks, where to now? And Treat delivers the knockout line. There's a certain teacher in need of a new lesson plan. Guys, when they filmed this, do you think they were just like, that's the fucking one-liner right there?
Again.
I mean, Treat delivers it with as much conviction as Gary's woodworking. Look, I'm not trying to shit on Treat Williams. He's fine in the right roles. I'm not really buying him in this movie as this character.
This is first take, baby. He is.
Yeah.
I know my lines. You figure everything else out.
Mm-hmm. You think he's like Clint Eastwood on set? We're working with a different director. You know, he's like, oh, did you get it? And why do we need another fucking take, basically?
It's cold out here.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Exactly.
You think they're going to be looking at me? There's a fucking kid dancing with orange soda. Like, I know how this shit works. Like,
I got to get back to you.
Now, guys, if you remember, it was just dark outside and presumably 4 or 5 in the morning, but we now cut to the Siberia classroom that is filled with students now. So it's got to be at the earliest 8 a.m. at this point. How this has occurred, I don't know, but Siberia is full of the students he has been teaching, and Keyshawn comes in telling Dante and some of the others that there's something going down in the shop class. There's security everywhere. They all leave and head down to the auto shop. I also noticed in this scene, Keyshawn calls him Mr. T in this scene, as in Mr. Thomason. But as far as he knows, he is still Frank Barakowski. So that was another kind of little flub-a-dub-dub right there.
Good catch, Brantley.
mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, so down at the auto shop, Drummond is trying to show the students about the heads and their control of airflow.
it could
blah,
stand
blah,
for
blah.
Mr.
A
Toilet.
student asks... And you know what? Keyshawn would be the one to call him Mr. Toilet.
That's the janitor's nickname.
And, I mean, a janitor's a trend center, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I think once again, Bones has showed me that they have really tightly scripted this film, and, I just wasn't getting the subtlety evident in it. All right, so a student asks Mr. Drummond if he'd heard about Ms. Lavelle. This is, of course, Kara. And then Carl arrives, telling them he doesn't have to hear about her because he actually killed her. Bum, bum, bum. Now, he drops a blood-stained notebook on the table, I guess as like some sort of proof that Drummond killed her. But I didn't understand how this was... is it like when she was dying, she had her hand reached out, right? And that was supposed to be the idea.
I told her. Yeah.
Yeah. How is that even clear to Drummond in that moment, let alone the other students in the room? And also, is that really evidence? I don't know.
It's her fuck diary. Shit, I'm in there.
Mm-hmm. This was a bit of a stretch. Then again, I'm sure, Bones, you've probably, exactly why they scripted it this way.
There's a big O next to my brother's name and a medium O next to my name. Son of a bitch.
Poor Warren doesn't see any O
That's a
next to
bummer,
his.
dude.
There's a 7, there's a 5, and there's a 3.
Oh, jeez. All right. So he drops the bloodstained notebook. Warren reveals that Frank is really Carl Thomason, Randall's brother.
Whoa, what?
Carl what?
Whoa,
Yeah,
dude.
all the students from Siberia are
You
hearing
gotta
this
start the
now.
movie over, Brandon.
Start it over, dude.
Dude, come on now.
Whoa.
Carl insinuates that Drummond killed him because what did I write here? Basically that he had Drummond had Randall killed because Randall had figured out Drummond's secret as well, right? That basically he convinced Danny to do it because he had figured out Drummond's history. So I guess actually in that way it does tie into why he wants to take out Drummond at the end.
Sure.
Not just Kara.
If you can get
you've
there,
convinced yourself, yeah, you know.
If you can make the mental leap, go for it.
Yeah.
You're a stronger
All right, guys,
person.
and then it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Drummond says to call security before he attempts to open his briefcase with a silenced pistol inside. This is when Joey Six, by the way, shows up and goes, "Don't even think about it," or something like that. Carl's able to slam this briefcase shut, though, but Warren swings a wrench at him that Carl is able to evade.
They leave in the edit. BD Wong missed the wrench on the first attempt. Like his hand goes, goes
grabbing him,
3 inches too far, and then he has to. I love it. That's real, baby.
Yeah, this is a 1 or 2 take film for sure. So Mr. T, this is what I'm calling Carl now, gets his arm, is able to get Drummond's arm while he's bent over the table, but Warren does a sick kick over his back, sending Carl to the ground, where Drummond pounces on him. They tussle for a bit, but then once they get up off the ground, Warren creates a makeshift flamethrower and fires it at Carl. Carl's able to disarm him, but that gives Drummond more opportunity to get some licks in, including a stinging headbutt. But this is the light bulb scene that Bones mentioned before. Carl grabs a light bulb, and he's slowly pushing it in towards Warren's eye while Warren tries to hold him off, but he's able to press it right into his eye. And when he does so, gets Warren to let go of him, which is when, Carl gets some big haymakers in on Drummond. We see him kind of knocked over a toolbox. He's bleeding, and he spits some blood out of his mouth. Looks a bit beaten up here, but then he spins around, pulling a whole drawer out of the toolbox and hits Carl with it, sending him flying onto the hood of a car in the shop.
And you're leaning forward at this point, right, Kron? You're like, all right, this is better than I thought.
I might have fired up a Balatro at this point.
I thought you're sitting there on the edge of your seat thinking like, shit, I paid for this whole fucking seat. I don't need the edge of it.
I was more laying on my couch and
cursing me.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Anyway, Drummond charges at Carl. He kind of picks him up and throws him over his shoulder, sending him through the windshield of the same vehicle. But this hardly slows down Drummond. He gets down and he goes out and tackles Carl out the garage door into another vehicle outside, and then kind of down onto the concrete outside of the school. They're rolling around for a while and each kind of grab a weapon. Drummond gets this long-ass screwdriver, and Carl grabs a muffler. I'm pretty sure in the close-up they show like a regular-sized screwdriver, and then when BD Wong has it, it's like much fucking longer.
This is a random
Carl
fucking
does this
pile of shit. Just
yeah, like spare auto parts and tools just sitting on the fucking
I think
concrete
Kron's
outside.
catalytic converter was laying there.
Yeah, probably. Somebody got it. Somebody made $1 off me.
holy shit, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Carl swings this big ass muffler, but as he's doing that, Warren gets the screwdriver into his kind of like chest, shoulder area, but at least the muffler connects to Warren's face, knocking him back on his back on the concrete. Now, like a fucking boss, Carl just pulls this long ass fucking screwdriver right out of his chest and shoulder. This is happening as Drummond kind of starts like coming to. And as he does, he grabs this big ass fucking wrench next to him on the ground. This is when Joey Six sees it and yells and begins running towards Carl in slow motion. Carl! And then like we get a shot of Anya who's watching, and in slow motion she's like,
She's holding a turkey sandwich in her hands.
She throws it up.
Seeing all this, Carl kind of whips around and up and into a standing position. And as he does so, he stabs Drummond in the stomach with a screwdriver, narrowly avoiding getting this like massive wrench coming down on him. Warren goes down, presumably dead, and while all the students and Johnny and Joey Six are watching on. The music comes in. Joey asks what he's got planned for third period, and Johnny tells the kids to get back to class. We kind of have this moment where kind of him and Dante look at each other. Dante tells him he looks like he could use a doctor, and Carl says, yeah, and a vacation.
No,
he thanks
dude.
Joey Six.
You worked for 2.5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't even vested yet, dude.
You ain't got no PTO, bro.
Nope. He thanks Joey Six, who jokes that he'll send him a bill, which I don't know. I mean, I thought Carl made it pretty clear there's no fucking money in this, so Joey Six kind of on his own, even for his medical bills, I feel
That's
like.
what I said to these guys before I started invoicing them every month.
Carl and Anya walk off, but we're not done yet. We cut to the gravesite of Randall, where Carl and Anya leave flowers and that Special Forces money clip. Anya asks what dangerous part of the world they're off to. Carl says that she should finish high school first, and she lets him know that, hey, I'm going to keep the house, and there's a spare room if you ever want to stay. They hug, and he tells her he's very proud of her. Roll credits. Gentlemen, that is The Substitute 2, Schools Out.
Gentlemen, The Substitute 2, School's Out, 1998. Directed by Stephen Pearl. Sitting at a Letterboxd user rating of a 2.6 right now. Was released April 3rd of 1998. We can't stay away from it. The last 6 episodes of 5 Day Rentals have originally premiered on HBO. Was originally intended to be a theatrical release starring Mr. Tom Berenger, reprising his role from the original. But he said, fuck you, I'm not doing that. The film was rewritten straight to HBO. Budget TV movie, box office TV movie. At the cinema that month, you could catch Lost in Space, Mercury Rising with Mr. Bruce Willis, and Species 2.
Wasn't Lost in Space the first movie to knock like Titanic off of the number one spot?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I definitely saw that like the opening weekend. It was out in Guam. I was so fucking stoked for it. I thought that the little fucking Star-Lord mask that Matt LeBlanc has, I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't wait to ride my bike to the theater. And then in my mind palace, all I associate with that movie is metal spiders. So it's been that long since I've seen it.
Same producer of Wild Wild West?
Oh, fucking Barbara Streisand's hairdresser.
That's what I'm wondering after you said metal spiders.
almost a pick multiple times here on 5DR Wild Wild West. But that's all I got for research, gentlemen.
All right. Guys, we did not discuss what, if any, Rate My Letterboxd comes here. I'm thinking, given the nature of the substitute category,
Rate my box.
maybe it hits the big list, but we don't play.
I mean, we didn't play at the beginning, so. And technically, this is Brantley's.
Oh, yeah.
This is Brantley's pick, so.
We could play for funsies.
Yeah.
All right. Kron Howard.
Oh.
Tell me what you got.
So we're not rating each other, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
Guess Brantley's and then give
you
yours.
guys are all at 10s in my eyes.
All right, guys. Substitute 2. It feels like substitute 1 crawled, so substitute 2 could crawl slower and behind it. As I was watching this, I mean, I got to a point where I was like, I don't understand why they made this. It's like almost the exact same plot, copy and pasted. It's cheaper and it has Treat Williams, and I like Treat Williams, but it's like, what are we bringing new to the substitute universe? And it's basically nothing. You also get to the end of this movie and I'm kind of like, all right, so he killed BD Wong, but it was actually the guy who was dating his niece that killed his brother. So that just kind of, you didn't really avenge him, you just kind of killed some other guy that seemed to be running a profitable chop shop out of the school. There is some fun here. Like, I would have loved in high school to watch 2 of my teachers fight to the death. But there's just not enough new or interesting here to make this any, different than Substitute 1, which I think was kind of a better movie. So I think all in all, I'd probably land at like a 2 on this. I'm hoping in 3 and 4 we add, we at least build on what we've set up. So 2.0.
Hey, guys, Substitute to 1998, Stephen Pearl. Give me a 1 for the janitor. I want to see his movie. I just love some of the one-liners that he has. He takes those rifles out, and they're like, "Do these even work?" He's like, "Yeah, I shot him last week." It's like, what? You're living in the basement of the school, dude. What are you doing? But I love all the janitor stuff. Him coming through that out of that fucking vent is just like a chef's kiss of like, yeah, this should definitely be on this show. I don't think there's enough action with Treat here, man. I wanted some more. I feel like he's shooting the sniper rifle, he breaks the dude's arm, and then we get the fight at the end, and that's about it. He just doesn't feel like he's there much in the movie. Like, he's not doing a lot. Like I said, walking around looking good in his fucking Eddie Bauer coats and shit like that. So give me a 1 for the janitor story and add a 0.5 for Treat Williams' hair. I'm a 1.5 on the Substitute 2. And I'll echo Kron. I'm hoping we get a little more fun and a little more umped in these next 2 that are coming up. So
Thank you, Dan. Nothing in this movie makes sense. BD Wong, as a former Marine turned mechanic teacher, doesn't make sense. Treat Williams banging this, like, what did I call her in the text message? Timu Vanessa Williams. nothing about this makes you really believe that Tree Williams is a do or die mercenary. From the 10 mile an hour high speed chase at the opening of the movie, it is the foundation with which a very sleepy movie is built upon. Unfortunately, I don't think it's cheesy enough. So for me, I think I'm at a 2.5. I still do enjoy it. I still do think that the fight at the end is pretty brutal. I do think that some of the action could have been spread out a little bit, but Berenger dropping out, I'm sure the budget on this got nixed. Them having to rewrite, Treat coming in, it was probably like, yeah, but I'm not driving all around New York. Like, condense it to one wing of a school. We'll do 2 or 3 days outside. It's fucking cold. I will give that about the movie. I feel cold. It is still 80 degrees where I'm at, and watching this over the weekend, I had to put a little quilt over me. I was like, he needs another layer of LL Bean on there, you know? But I'm going to give it a 2.5. And what I want to call out is Brantley, incredible plot breakdown. Much appreciated, man. It sometimes having it sort of told back to you can make you question, like, shit, I was giving this thing more credit. Or sometimes you go, actually, this is a little bit brighter and funner. I thought you were very fair and firm in your assessments. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I was worried I was coming off a little too harsh on it I was editorializing too much in my notes. But yeah, I mean, look, I have not seen the Substitute in ages, so I can't compare this to that. I didn't prep and watch that before this. I came in, I said, I don't want to be already coming in, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking on it because it's so late, but like,
with a bias
I don't want to come in biased against the Substitute 2, basically. And so I don't want to see Berenger and how he portrays his character versus Treat. So coming in just with this, it was it had some room to grow. Let's say it could have baked a little bit longer, and I don't think it's horrible, but there's just so much that just doesn't work in this, and it's just like loose scenes kind of compiled together that somehow create a 90-minute movie, and I just feel should have been a bit stronger in a number of areas. I agree. I think Treat probably had it in his contract. You get me for like 2 to 3 action scenes. The rest of the time, I'm going to be standing in front of a class or, laying in bed with my female co-star. And it's you have used a lot more cohesion and a lot more energy. It's just very, as you said, sleepy. So yeah, for me, don't want to be overly harsh, but this is probably going to be like a 1.5 for me. I was hoping watching it a second time as I was doing the notes would like kind of give me a little bit more, appreciation for the film, but it was a real slog to go through the second time and put my notes together. It was tough. But I agree with kind of what you said, Bones, where it's like, it's not bad or silly or goofy enough to be fun in a rewatch or fun on the first time. And so it is just a slog.
All right, guys. Substitute 2 would have an average score from the 4 of us of 1.88. This would land at number 155 on the big list. This would currently be right below Gone with the Pope and right above One of the best little bad guys out there, Revenge of the Red Baron.
Rewatch Red Baron, man. What I'm hoping is the fact that this must have done something. This must have got some crazy tune in on HBO for them to justify a third one. And the fact that there's a fourth one gives me a little hope that the third one must do something different with the formula. Because if it truly is just a copy and paste the whole way, I may just have to send you guys money afterwards. Like, sorry, it will probably like equal out less than minimum wage, but I'd still give you something.
Well, that's okay. Dan told us paying less than minimum wage is fine and ethical.
Speaking of ethical, it was unethical for me to just shoot you a DM out of the blue and say, hey, man, you want to devote a week's worth of work to Substitute 2 when you're already, multiple hours a week as a researcher with Gorley and Rust and now the big picture. Brantley, anything else that you want to pimp while we got you before we let you go?
I mean, that's really it for now. I'm in post-production on my second doc, but that's not going to be out for a while, so I can't really plug that. You can find me on Instagram. I think it's Brantley.Palmer on there for any other details. I'm going to be on a bunch of podcasts, though. So, check out Deep Cuts the Game. I was just on that recently. I'm going to be on another podcast called Nick Flicks. So, it's funny. This week, I'm like kind of doing the rounds of a bunch of guesting spots. So, check out those.
Well, and check out Everything to Entertain You, Brantley's first doc.
Yeah, that's on Tubi, which is where we were able to watch The Substitute 2. So it's on there if you want to check it out.
All right. Well, guys, I hope are you moderately excited for Substitute 3?
I got a halfie,
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm just praying they do anything different.
Just praying I get a titty.
What's the one thing you want them to bring back, though? Like the brothers?
A titty.
The brother stuff.
Okay. We'll see. Well, let's get out of here. This has been way too long. Thank you so much again for your time, Brantley. Been too long. We'll have you back for a better movie, and you don't have to, you can just watch and riff. But for Laundry Dan, Cron Howard, I've been Bones. It's 5 Day Rentals. Feels good to be back, baby. Crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
I have one woman's jacket